how's it going, boys? Let's go with some motherfucking duels for the day. Yo, let me just fix the webcam real quick. I gotta do that every time now. It's just the low light compensation, dude. We don't need none of that. We can look all smooth. We got the fucking ring light in my eyes, burning my corneas. Oh, feels good. How's everybody doing, the boys? It is time for duels over on the, since it is Friday, EU side, boys. EU for today. How's everybody doing? Let me get the music cranked up yet again, boys. What the hell now? YouTube decides, oh no, I can't play music for some reason. I'm bugging out. Beautiful, YouTube. Beautiful. Wait, what? Why is the concert message a little bit too off to the side? Guy. My guy. Nice and big. I think it's like it starts at one point and ends to the other, so I gotta find like a middle. It doesn't center it unless I need to change the center. Yo!
Bring the pain, boys. Lee Dalaran, hope you're having a good one.
I don't know why it didn't show up, but there it is. Well, my man, bring the pain, boys. I hope you're having a good one, man. Thank you so much for the beautiful donor of the day. We didn't even start the duels or nothing, and Will is being a goddamn beauty with a 5 big AU bones, my man. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Yo, thank you, yo. Hashtag Will Boys in the chat. Showing appreciation for the wonderful, beautiful donation, my man. I'm having a good one, man. I'm having a good one. I actually was getting right a little bit into Classic. Classic is not the type of game that I can easily get into. I didn't grow up with it. So me and Kren finally found some time. After all the move, after BlizzCon craziness, we finally got some time. And we were having so much fun clearing out, what is it? So we were in Arathi, and we were clearing out the Keep, which I think is Trollbane Keep, I think. Anyway, we were collecting the badges, if you've ever done that. Yeah, we were in a group with like three mages, all of them gnomes, so we felt like we were two adults, like school teachers or mom and pa, out with their kids on a field trip or something, dude. You know what I mean? Alrighty, boys, we are hopping on EU right now, not wasting any more time. Get some groups ready, boys. Get some groups ready. Who do we got in chat? We got ourselves Lee Jones. How you doing? Good morning, Dalaran. Hey, man. How you doing? We got Craig. We got No Chill Cow. We got Dalaran. Guy, how you doing, my man? Gunner, how you doing, man? We got Lucas, Brazik. We got ourselves Worthless, Oscar, Will, Nuggets, Astrally. You know, how's everybody doing? Hope you're having a good one. What's up, SL? How you doing, my man? Hope you see some Fire Mages. I think we see Fire Mages every single time. I don't think we've had a duel without a Fire Mages. They're just that good. They're just that damn good, dude. Greater Pyro, slapping bitches left and right, man. Not even funny, dude. Greater Pyro obliterates. One day, maybe the ability of Obliterate will actually obliterate. I think that would be the best. It's like, this Obliterate actually obliterates. But Obliterate kind of tickles right now. We also got WoW Dev Team goodies. Let's take a look at these again. What do we get? Thank you, WoW Dev Team. What do we got? We got ourselves the buff, Time Warp Coins. We got Nefarian Pet. And if I were to go... Actually, I don't think I would be able to even do the mount thing, would I? I need a 120? No, I can't do it on my rogue if I get some gear. We got Nerf Lucio, Ronnie with the group, Night Raven with the group. Alrighty, we'll get Ronnie in here, Rowan, and Nerf Lucio because they were the first ones. Multi-rank one, Survival Hunter, ready? Alright, we got Baklupi and Night Raven right after. Spectator match, Rowan and Nerf Lucio 5. So they were the first ones to hit me up. First come, first serve, boys. Alrighty. Hell yeah. How are you guys doing, though? Hopefully everybody's having a good one. Hope you guys are having a wonderful afternoon, evening, or morning. Love the show. What's up, all? Hey, my man. As a Green Day song says, wake me up when BFA ends. I hate Green Day, dude. I don't know why. Green Day, I used to like Green Day when I was in high school, but I guess I maybe overplayed it on radio, and I cannot stand a single Green Day song, dude. I'm just like, I can't do it. It's just something in my body. Yeah, when I played Combat back when nobody trusted that spec and became popular, and you were the first one to play YouTube, come back and they believe me. What's up, Sam? I do it, man. I'm glad you were one of the first few starters with the Combat, dude. The Combat dream is real. Twitch. Alrighty, boys. Let me get the music up and running because that is going to be copyrighted 100%. So let me get the Duels playlist. It'll take me just a second. Please give me a good one. Yeah, that's a good way to start. Just a little bit louder. How's it going, boys? We got ourselves Hamburger on Team Blue coming back as a boom kid. We got ourselves money back in as I think an assassination rogue. We got Nikes and a Frost Death Knight, Obliv on that assassination, and pick a pillow on a boomy, double boomy for Team Blue with Athaman on Team Red as Red Pally carries a Fury Warrior in the back. We got Chet's back in while playing that Arcane. We got ourselves Remu and Kane going to be the first one up as a Pharaoh. Trying to see if he can swipe out the rogue. Not gonna happen. It's gonna be him as a Pharaoh versus Obliv. Good luck and have fun, everybody. Rimuru, by the way, I should also mention, playing that Arms Warrior. We'll see how good it works out for him. Obliv get hit with a batch immediately as he opens up with a Garrote onto Kane. Does land the kidney shot, and just how hard is he gonna go for? That's gonna be Malik with the Crucible as well. That's gonna be quite a lot of damage. Kid has 50% health, cannot recover. Thorns coming out immediately with a wall right afterwards. Needs to get himself some sort of a heal. Actually taking a lot of pressure, and I think that's without a Vendetta is gonna go for another. That's all the walls out for this man. Gonna get hit with a blind. Trinket available. Wants to save the Trinket for the stun with a Vendetta. So if Obliv just does not use Vendetta, Kane will eventually melt. Obliv still has evasion. So actually got himself a good setup. That's gonna be Garrote into a kidney shot. As Kid trying to get comp points. That's gonna be Trinket without Vendetta. Evasion is up. Is actually gonna be able to chuck damage into Kane. Trying to reset onto the rogue. Not gonna happen. Shadow Step I think is still available as he's trying to get him some distance away from Obliv. But evasion is just gonna keep him covered. Actually gonna back up as evasion ends. Wants to let the dodges do the work. Has Shadow Step kick if he needs to bash short onto Obliv. Chicken side of it immediately has the offensive pressure. Hasn't used Vendetta roll. Trying to see if he can just dot Kane down. Gets a kidney shot as Thorns comes up and still has enough health in order to land that kill. Obliv taking him out. Rimuru is gonna be up next. Playing that Arms Warrior already. We got Obliv coming in, Assassin's Rogue coming out strong, and Kin just had to choose when does he want to trick, and Obliv hasn't used Vendetta on him at all. But Obliv is going to be an Assassin's Rogue, still has an advantage over the Arms Warrior by a mile with a Vendetta. No evasion, however, which would get hit through with overpowers either way. No Vanish is available. It's going to land the opener onto Rimuru before a Stormbolt comes out, and it's looking just to dot and rot him. Maybe it's going to be a leap for Rimuru. Is playing Crucible as a defensive. Does get him some defensive stance. Hoping to get a leap charge. Not going to quite happen. Rimuru, the best he can do, I think, is bleed up the rogue with if he does play Rend. I think we need to bleed him up with the Rend, bleed him up with the Mastery, and kite him actually somehow landing a charge. I guess it was a small bleed onto Obliv, unless he come out himself somehow into a disarm immediately and still sit in defense stance. It's going to be Obliv sprinting out of there, does some maneuverability on its own to get him out, and Rimuru is trying to leverage the Underrot Trinket for a little bit of healing. Going to be a Vendetta finally on him, not Trinket out of this, has a Blade Storm to follow, just trying to stay on Obliv, not going to get slowed down. There's going to be a Vanish for Obliv, no way to deal with the bleeds, however, and Rimuru could maybe leap right on top of him. Does he roll a stun though? Does he roll the Stormbolt? I don't know if he does, but that's still a bleed onto Obliv for just a little bit longer. Not gonna stick around. The Rimuru is basically out of health. Is dropping down banner a little bit early in case a kidney shot coming down. It's gonna get hit with a kidney. Does he trigger that? I think he might have to. Does he even have an opportunity? No, he actually tried to see if maybe he could survive through it. He just decided, I'm gonna trust my Underrot Trinket. I'm gonna trust the defensive stance. Hopefully that won't be enough. And Obliv just got himself that lucky kill. Next up is gonna be Carry, playing out that Fury Warrior. So Arms Warrior couldn't do it. Feral couldn't do it. And it's Obliv gonna go for a big old 1v5 Garrote onto carrying the opener. Kidney shot to follow. Chickens out of it immediately with a disarm onto Obliv. He still does hold on to a Trinket, however, so he'll at least have a way to deal with it. Gonna be Carry trying to get himself a big setup. Maledict onto Carry. Gets a short stun into Obliv. Rampage rolling. That's quite a lot of damage. That's gonna be Blaze to follow to get himself out of slows. And Carry's gonna get an intercept charge onto Obliv, but without a Trinket, that blind is gonna put him in a bad spot. Won't be able to continue the pressure, but at least he has quite a bit of health to work off of here. If he can somehow find a way to AoE out Obliv, then he might stand a chance here. Waiting in the corner, goes for food. That's gonna be a Garrote coming out, which is gonna always allow Carry to respond to that Garrote. Getting the shot onto Carry. He does have Underrot Trinket yet again. All these warriors, Stormbolt and Obliv, does a Trinket out of it. He does. Goes for immediate Trinket. Has evasion for this one. If things are going to go bad, this is a perfect class to go up evasion for. Trying to Shadow Step past Carry. Not going to happen as he hits him with the fear. Not letting him get back up. Not going to get juked out. Shortest kid in the world. Carry actually landing a slow into Obliv. He does go for an evasion. And Carry's somewhat out of spot. If he gets a Stormbolt here, past the evasion, he'll still have a chance here. Does he even roll Crucible? Smoke Bomb coming out. Obliv's actually not looking that good. Shadow Step and past Carry, but he's still in the bad spot. X is still ready, and Carry does slam out the rogue, dropping down the banner. That is going to be quite BM, however. Quite a BM banner. Money is up next. Yet another assassination rogue. Carry seeing that Garrote goes for immediate disarm before the kidney shot can get established by the rogue. Try to chase after him. Come on, Shadow Step at that Carry. I was gonna say, is he just trying to get away from him? Maybe he's trying to get behind him. Shadow Step. I feel like that Shadow Step might have been used a little too early. Trinket out of the very first Strongbolt by Carry, and this is gonna go full defensive. Carry himself is actually going to go full offensive while healing with the rear regen. That's going to be his massive defensive down. Evasion up for money. Probably should use it a lot earlier to disallow Carry to heal. Underrot Trinket is going to continue giving Carry quite a bit of healing. It's not procced for him nearly as much as the last few Demon Hunter duels that we've had on NA as well as EU. But it's doing work for him. But yeah, I think it procced for him twice so far. I feel like if this was a Demon Hunter, it would have procced at least 20 billion times. I don't know why for Demon Hunters. I know that they have a whole leech playstyle, so Underrot Trinket is huge for them. Oh, wait, he actually did find him. He leapt right on top of him. Money kept walking at the guy. Probably should have turned in the other direction. Stormbolt onto Money. That's where Karen used to get a big rampage. It doesn't look like he has a massive rampage. That's going to be third Underrot proc for Carry. So far, he's 3 Underrot procs. A Demon Hunter would have had 8 at least. I swear to God. Something about their playstyle. The Underrot Trinket scales super well with him. That's going to be this time onto Money. He cloaks the shadows. That's a last ditch effort, but that's going to be a good execute for him. Trying to Shadow Step past Carry. Killer shot to follow. Does not have a way out of it. That's the shortest Killer shot ever. Vanish does come out for Money. And looks like I think he still got hit with a slow. But not enough to take him out of stealth. So Carry is looking for the guy desperately. He's trying to end him 6 minutes and Money. At this point, my guy, you got 48 minutes on that evasion. You got a bit of that vendetta most likely. Carry's going to pick up the eyes as soon as he can. Money is, unless you have a plan here, dude. Unless you got blind back up and you got vendetta back up. I don't know if you can win this. He's continuing to get himself heals. That's going to be Stormbolt out of Carry. Does he have a Trinket? He does not. Going to be 20 more seconds until that is available. Bladestorm does go for a Mark Breath. Maybe a Kidney Shot to Carry. Not going to happen. It's going to Shadow Step, Kidney Shot him. Trinket coming out for Carry. Then next, 4th Underrot proc. Trinket coming out. Actually reflected the Cyclone Shot Trinket back over at Money. Is hit him with a slow back-to-back. 6 minutes in. 11% dampening. Money still has quite a bit of heals here, but he is going to go down. Another flag for Carry. That Bad Manners is eventually going to come down for the guy. Good Disarm coming out for Pick a Pillow. Also has Thorns up and running, so Carry can't even hit him. He doesn't even have the weapons to do it. He also is going to get a Reflector up and running, trying to get the big Rampage going onto the Thorns. Does not have the Rampage, though, so you couldn't quite turn it out of damage around back as a burst on the Pick a Pillow. As I fear to worry, if you get a Rampage going that's a lot of little hits, every single one of them gets reflected by Thorns. So if you have Reflect back up, and you use Rampage, and a couple other abilities during that short window of Reflect, you will reflect so many Thorns back at the Feral, and basically burst them down. That's going to be Carry leaping back up after knocking himself off of the platform. Wasn't Pika Pila doing it. If you're onto Pika, he does trick it out of it. Slow coming out. Gonna be a disarm onto Pika right now, actually. Trying to get a disarm on Carry, but he's gonna have guaranteed Thorns. And Carry's just gonna have to play this a little bit defensively with those. No Rampages for that. So that's exactly what he's doing. He's actually just gonna back up for a bit. Stormbolt to stop the Druid from casting. Trying not to go for huge damage. That's another proc. I think like a 5th proc of the Underrot Trinket. You can actually count all his procs at least in one hand so far. And that Pika is actually not looking that good. No Barks available for 10 seconds. And Bear from playing defensive. Another proc for the Underrot Trinket for Carry. The disarm does finally land. Maybe Pika can finally go and do something worth of damage. Trying to get as many instant casts as they can. Back to Bear from Barks available. But he's in an execute range. And down he goes. Carrier flag and yet another one. Hamburger going to be up next. Why does this Boomkins have to go up against the Fury Warrior Hamburger? This will be your chance to do it, man. 8 minutes in. 21% dampening. Why does everybody have all these Boomkins? And Rogues, the classes that get pretty much stomped on by good Fury Warrior. Why did these guys have to be the first ones in, man? That's just unfair. That's going to be Hamburger popping in all his cooldowns. Fireworks going off. Carry is just continuing on. It's going to be a reflect onto that disarm. Hamburger is just going to try to take this up in bear form for a little bit. No more Barstein available. That's the Thorns for Carry. He's going to back up a little bit. Get himself Bloodthirst in from time to time, but not really going in for full damage. He really wishes he had himself a good setup right now with a reflect. Stun to Hamburger. He's going to trick it out of it. That is going to be one of his trades proccing, however, so he's going to lose out on a little bit of that damage. But it's going to be down for 40 seconds with a Fury Warrior just constantly hammering you. There's no way you could keep that thing for long, though. Plus, I feel like a dot heavy class. Like, Boomkins have Moonfire, Sunfire, but they're not quite a Shadow Priest. They're not quite an Affliction Warlock. They're not even quite a Feral with the dots that they can just put up from a distance and just AFK. Like, all those classes can put up dots and they'll do quite a bit of damage without having to, like, add other abilities. Hamburger is actually just having to fight in bear form. And this man, at this point, is not even a Boomkin. He's a bear. Having to tussle with the muscle that is Carry. And that's going to be a Bartiskin for him. And they have last ability for defense. Needs to play the Thorns right. Carry could obliterate himself in thorns. That's going to be a root onto Carry. Hamburger finally able to get a cast. Oh, gonna get hit with a disarm. But next time, Hamburger has thorns. That's gonna basically be the end game over, man. Reflect available for Carry. Actually used it a little bit early. Hamburger, if you can leverage that a little bit. Frenzied Regeneration, keeping himself alive. Thorns are up. Carry cannot hit it, so it is using Enraged Regeneration to just live through the thorns. Wait, thorns hasn't even come up yet. Hamburger hasn't even used them, it looks like. The cooldown's still up. Unless he used them and then canceled them. Which might have been what he did. It's going to be another root onto Carry. Bladestorming out of the intercepted after Hamburger, but he's already on the move. Gonna get a disarm onto Carry. Try to power shift out of the slows. Is going to finally escape the wrath of a warrior 10 minutes in. Try to go for a heal. Crucible even going defensively. But he's just in a corner, man. He's, oh, wait, he actually got out. He actually got out of the scot-free. He actually snuck away past Carry. Carry is looking for that eye immediately. Hamburger needs to get himself some heals. He doesn't have enough health to survive right now. He does not have enough health. Is he actually just going to try to play peekaboo with the guy? I think he's actually going to go for a big old game of peekaboo. If Carry can just land that, I think he knows where it's at. Yeah, pop it in bear form. Frenzied Regeneration coming in. Is going to get himself Crucible heal ASAP. The root onto Carry. Disarm available. Wait, did he reflect the trinket? He actually reflected one of Hamburger's trinkets, which puts a dot on the guy. Not the biggest dot in the world, but still a dot. Strongbolt and Hamburger trinkets out of immediately. Thorns are up. No reflect for Carry. He's gonna go Hambo. This way Hamburger can go for some damage. He's using whatever he can of instant cast in order to get as much damage going into Barkskin right after. Carry does not want to hit into those thorns if he can help it. Figure onto Hamburger. And now he's gonna do some damage. Barkskin is going to protect Hamburger for a little bit, make it harder for him to die. Frenzied Regeneration is going to help him stay alive. Carry's Underrod Trinket is continuing to keep him afloat. That's going to be reflected a little bit early. Hamburger doesn't even have thorns for that one, but he's going to be able to get a root onto Carry. Starbolt stopping him from casting a heal on himself. He better find an answer for this. This time with the Carry a little bit early. Does land a charge regardless. Has all that rage saved up. Has a rampage he wants to go for. It's going to be huge. Recklessness coming in. Hamburger has Incarnation back up, though. He might be able to use the Incarnation to take down Carry. Carry won't have a cooldowns for defenses for a little bit. Thorns are up. That's going to be Reflect, though. Carry could not turn this around. Canceling those thorns immediately. Warstorm coming out. Does he have maybe anything for Carry at all? Disarm or root or anything. Hamburger barely has any health. Trying to stay alive. Stormbolt coming out in that execute range, and Carry does take him out. Fourth flag for the day, and Nyx is the last man left. Got that Crucible rolling into an immediate disarm. Rocking, well, basically the old school Frost Death Knight set. Kind of. It's a little modified. Carry, though, getting hit with a Maledict. Reflecting the Maledict. Is he reflecting the Maledict? He got hit by the Maledict, but then you popped Reflect a little bit late. And Nyx didn't get... Oh, that's the weirdest. That is so weird. Maledict interaction is so weird compared to how it used to be. Now that it does refreshes. Maybe you could like refreshed the... I don't even understand. I don't even know how to explain it. But maybe it's like when you pop Reflect as a text on you to add to that necrotic stack. And if its Reflect is up, it like immunes it, so then you're gone, you don't get it anymore. I don't understand. Because it looks like Nyx, he does have Death Pact, that is not from Maledict, but it's going to be Reflect available for Carry. Nyx barely has any health. Death Pact is giving him at least a bit of health. Carry just needs to get him low enough into that execute range. Nyx needs to get himself as much defensive as he can. Death Strikes are going to be important. As he gets Death Strikes, he gets Carry's health lower and lower. That's going to be execute for Carry versus Nyx's healing. Storm onto Carry. Actually, he's going to go down. He actually does go down as the Underrod Trinket proc does happen. Nyx actually does take down the killing spree that Carry was trying to set himself up for. And it looks like Chet's is going to give him the opportunity to at least get himself full food. He's just gripping him in just to get a death strike. I was thinking Chet's was actually going to be like, whoa, whoa, we fighting? But no, he's fine with it. He's like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, heal off of me. I'll give myself a shield. Go ahead, do your thing. Yeah. No, you guys don't have a mage. Yeah, it's going to be rough without a mage. If you had a mage, this would be so easy. I think Nyx, you might just have to find a way to play around Chet's. I think he's trying to get a, like, okay, you can heal more. Like, he probably would give you opportunity to get a full heal if possible, but with you having any health, yeah, that's all it took. That's all it took. And this high dampening is going to be hard. Carry went through so many people, back-to-back rogues, back-to-back boomkins, and Hamburger tried to give it the best shot he could. Playing Boomy, you are playing behind. But he did such a good job, dude. He got so close. If the dampening wasn't as high, or maybe if the dampening was lower, he would have had a better chance. Either way, not a good start for us, but I'm still ready. 5 out of 5. All right, Lucio and Rowan. Let's have you guys sit for a second. Let's get McCloopy and Night Raven. They've been waiting. And then we got us a Limp and Liam coming in on his Hunter. So he probably got a group maybe. Invite spectator match. Apparently Night Raven said he got some kind of a rank 1 survival hunter. And now I know he's not talking about dead. So who is this rank 1 survival hunter? The only rank 1 we know is dead. Hello? Did Dead come back from the grave? We'll find out. What's up, Jonathan? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good one. Fury saying, God, dude, with that trinket too. Fury's already heal a ton, and Carry knows how to do damage as Fury, knows how to heal as Fury. He plays a little bit more aggressively than Catrican for sure. So this man knows how to pop. Is it Loopy Hunt? Is it Big Max? Is that the guy? Is that the boy? Is that the champ? Is that the hero of the alliance? Let me see. What do we have? 20 on EU? 20, 21, 22? 22. Yo, EU gotta catch up on some games, dude. NA got a bunch of games. EU gotta catch up to NA on some of these games, dude. What's up, Logan? How you doing? Big Max? Is that big? He's a big boy? They only got 4 people. Do they need more than that? I don't know if the other team needs more. Switch. Oh, look at that mound, dude. Who's that? Big Papa? Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful mound. I love it, dude. We got Big Papa on Team Blue with Lippy Hunt in the back. We got Miko back here. Valzy and Will. Team Warrior here versus Team Red with Big Max. Apparently rank 1. Survival Hunter. We got ourselves Canny as well, Fortin, Snoopy coming back as a Feral, and Doku. So we got a 5-man team on Team Red. We're good. I think they'll still try to figure out who's going first, who's going last. I mean, if Team Red wants to give Big Max a go here, be like, yo, we got some big boy, we got a big pumper. Let him play. Or maybe Canny's going to be going up first. Maybe they are going to... I mean, however you guys want to do it. Normally, I like you guys doing just slash roll to see who goes first, who goes last, but it looks like Big Papa. Oh, get in the charge. It looked like he was going to go for a little bit of an honor duel with Canny. Palmer coming out for Canny. Trying to double polymorph in case it was going to be a trick out of a Big Papa. Is going to be able to land himself Greater Pyro into a ring. No, not even going to go for a ring. That's actually Meteor. And Big Papa is going to charge right over the Meteor. Does get himself reflect a little bit early. Does snag himself quite a bit of heal from that early charge. Blade Storm to fall, but still cannot catch up to Caddy. Needs to use the slows that a Warrior gets whenever he can. Piercing Howl needs to come in. Short stumble to Caddy so he can finally sit there and do some damage to the Fire Mage. Still super low in health. Ring of Frost is going to have to Trinket it. Trinket coming out immediately, and that's going to be in range regeneration. Can Candy peel away from Big Papa for a moment? Blink it away, but that's going to be intercept into a second charge for Big Papa. Almost got that interrupt available for Candy, but looks like Candy is actually just going to have to play a long game. Just a little bit with this war until he can get a full setup yet again. He has combustion. He hasn't used that whatsoever. Big Papa is going to be down on some cooldowns. Massively, he's defensive. But if he can stay on top of Candy, if he can Blade Storm a breath or something, he might stand a chance. Yeah, Pearson Howl needs to come out. Oh, Reflect almost made another Reflect. That was so good. Candy stopped it right at the right time. He remembered that he had Reflect. Even I forgot he had Reflect. Meteor onto Big Papa. He lost the damage, dropping him to half-ish health. Breath doesn't come out early enough though, and Big Papa is going to get himself commanding shot right now. There's going to be quite a lot of health to deal with. You better be healing as much as you can. Charge heals needs to happen. That's percentage healing. It's going to give you more health because eventually the commanding shot is going to dissipate. Blade Storm just to stay offensive. That's going to be Blink into an intercept charge for Big Papa. Does have himself Rampage rolling. This way he can get a lot of rage out. That's going to be a breath into a Polymer to set him up. But look at his health, dude. He's looking quite healthy. He's looking quite healthy. That Palmer is going to give him a nice reset. Double Greater Pyro for Canny. Does he get a Reflect in between? Reflect comes out. Does it land? I don't think a Reflect lands though. Wait, does it? No, I don't think it does. Big Papa is still not looking all that healthy. Safety Trigger coming out, gets stolen, gets yoinked away by Candy. Into a Fury onto Candy. Trying to go for a heal. Into a stun right now to Candy. No, that Meteor though. It sizzled right through him. Poor boy. Poor guy. Good attempt, Big Papa. We got another Torin boy. Literally the same guy. Like, you can think of him, he's just Big Papa. Just changing a different class, man. Same Torin, same mount, just a different class. Maybe that'll do enough. Can I try to go for a bit of fun? Hodge immediately is. Valzy going to go for a setup. Is going to go for wings. Trying to get some damage in onto Kenny. I think he might have whiffed that Wake of Ashes. He looked in the other direction, and I think he might have whiffed it. Is he playing? Are you playing Guardian? I mean, that Guardian's gonna slap Canny a little bit. Shield of Vengeance into... No, that was just a bubble. I thought it was Shield of Vengeance, but Valzy already got a bubble out of him. Still has wings, though, so he's trying to leverage the damage of that wings, forcing Canny to go for a little bit of a freeze. Trying to freeze time, freeze himself like, whoa, whoa, chill out. Let's relax you, buddy. Bowser want to get himself a shield advantage. He's playing these things a little bit too early, it feels like. But hey, whatever gets him to kill him, alright? The bubble might have been good. Might have been good, but it's going to be Candy. Now given an opportunity to go yet again. Probably going to go for Ring of Frost. Does that whiff? It does not. He does land it. Maybe a meteor right on top of him. Valzi probably has a Hammer of Justice ready. Hand of Freedom so you can move around. That meteor does clash. Pyroblast is still flying. Scorcher is still going to do quite a lot of damage. Does increase his health. He does run a health trick and double blink for Candy to an interrupt. That's going to post Valzi in the bad spot. Intro breath. I think he's just done for. It's a war stomp, but down he goes. Candy to a Taurus. You double the stake for him. This man is just out there farming cows, dude. And that's gonna be Maku up next as a Fury. Doesn't even gonna give him the honor duel. Try to see if he can get out of the polymorph with the Bladestorm a little bit early. Can he get on the temporal as a Bladestorm, and the damage from Fury Warrior isn't quite a lot of Trinket Reflect trying to get out of the polymorph. Not gonna happen though. Still gonna land it. And I think Candy is gonna go to the other side of the arena. Invis, he's just going for full reset gameplay. I think he's trying to juke him out. He's trying to juke him out. He's trying to juke out the Warrior. The Warrior's gonna think he's coming down, but he's gonna eat. As soon as he's down far enough, food. Immediately. Maku does turn around as soon as he can, so Candy does get himself a shield. And that's gonna be a Crucible. Double Crucible for Maku. Does he get a Reflect? Ah, he tried to bait out the Reflect. I don't think he even had it. So maybe a little bit too early. Does it Reflect? Does some good breath, though. Imagine if you could Reflect breath. That was good play by Candy. Stopped it, breath. Good idea, because that could have been really bad. Does land the Ring of Frost. It does connect. Double ring. Probably a meteor to follow. Maku still does have Enrage Regeneration. And guy with a dono. My man.
What are you gonna do when Pally, Auras, and Shaman totems are going to be active?
Yo, Maku, by the way. That's a good question, Guy. First of all, Maku just got obliterated, by the way. But I do want to say thank you, Guy, so much for the dono. Hashtag Guy for the donation. That's a good question. What am I going to do when Paladin Auras and Shaman Totems are going to be active in Shadowlands? Well, that's an extra buff for each to bring into your team. I am perfectly okay with it. We'll have to see what kind of a buff they bring. And if there's like some sort of an aura, maybe they have to be close enough or far enough. Or just everybody in the party gets a buff. But I think if that is how they get, where the game goes to, where Paladins will get a buff, I think we'll allow it, depending on what the buff is. Because I don't think Blizzard will make it anything overpowered, depending on what the buff is. But yes, if it is a party buff, hey, a Paladin can't help it. You know what I mean? A Pally can't help it. It's going to be a Polymorph onto Loopy Hunt by Candy. It's going to get the Power Blast. Even gets a Freezer Trap or Nova on the pet. Dropping down Loopy Hunt down to half health. Not even combustion. Loopy needs to get himself a heal. Stun onto Candy right now. He's looking quite healthy though. Still has Temporal if he wants to leverage that. Is going to Temporal immediately. Loopy does get himself Exhilaration just to catch back up on health. That's going to be 2 minutes before that is back. Using the Azeroth meme beam a little bit too early. Realizing that Candy is way out there. Maybe we might even go for a camo. Candy blinking on top of him with a Ring of Frost. Trinket Slay early. No! That is the worst. That is the... Oh my god, that is unlucky. He's spamming for that Turtle Shell. He doesn't get the Turtle Shell before the Greater Pyro though. That still connects. That is so unlucky. I know what he was trying to go for, but that was so unlucky, man. So unlucky. The Meme Beam too. You shouldn't be running Meme Beam for duels. At one point, Meme Beam was really good. Don't get me wrong. But right now, Crucible I think is the best choice for PvP for most classes. If you're not sure. It's a heal, but also damage. And it does quite a bit of damage. Like for Outlaw, that's most of my damage. Not even lying. Greater Power Blast coming out for Candy with a Meteor to follow. Lupe is going to take so much damage here in the open to stun into Candy. He does choose to Trinket a Temporal out a little bit early. Does have Fire Breath if he needs to. No one to Lupe. He does get himself out Dire Basilisk, but that thing is too far out. Does get himself a Feign Death though to get away from Candy and dropping traps a little bit early in case Candy goes around the traps trying to get some damage in. That's going to be quite good at least. Loopy's trying to see if he can bait him. Does get him with a breath from quite a distance. Into another Ring of Frost. And Trinket available for that one though. And is going to go for a Greater. Maybe the pet can get a stun. I don't know if your pet can stun while you're Greater. That's it. Game over. Doesn't even look at the guy. He's one of those dudes that's like, cool guys don't look at explosions. Will is up next as yet another Fury Warrior. Trying to tussle with a muscle. That is the big brain plays of Candy. Massive intellect right here. 200 IQ. Tricky for Will. I don't know if that's a good idea, Will. You just put yourself in Nova. That's going to be a blink for Candy. 8 minutes in, boys. 8 minutes in. Will, I believe in you, my man. I believe in you. Because I think a Fury Warrior should be able to beat a Fire Mage. If you play it right. If you're playing Reflect in particular. Is this man playing Reflect? He's playing Stormbolt. That could be good. Because you can stop a Polymorph from a distance. You can stop a Greater Pyro. That might not be a bad play. But lacking a trinket though, that's definitely gonna be not a play. Greater Pyroblast, is there gonna be a ring for Kenny though? Is gonna go for that ring. Does land, does not land actually. Wait a second, it doesn't land. You're still gonna take a lot of damage, Will. He actually walks away. No, my God. Where's your reflect? Oh no. I would have leaped at least. Oh no, I think you can leap over those though. Oh my God, what an upset. Oh Jesus, that hurt. That hurt me in the gut. Damn. That was so good. Yeah, we have to give Night Raven a chance again, dude. Most of his group didn't even get to play. Yo, what's up, MVP? MVP with that 0-4 skin, my man. How you doing, yo? MVP. Can we get a hashtag MVP? My man, thank you for that donut. Appreciate you, my dude. He leaped nothing. Yeah, I thought maybe he should leap out of it, because I know you can grapple hook out of ring if you grapple and jump. Depends how far you grapple. If you grapple far, you want to grapple then jump. If you grapple and close, jump then grapple, because you can technically get right over it. You can't jump over it, but if you grapple or heroic leap or double jump as a demon hunter, you can technically get right over like the height where it doesn't freeze you. It's a very, very fine distance apart, fine distance above. Wait, how's it going? Are you looking at me? You look like you were coming over here. Maybe just for fun. Okay, bye. All right. So McCloopy just got to play. We're still ready, but holy shit, Kenny's a god. Yeah, let us go again. We have to let him go again, boys. We have to let him go again. Because our team only had one guy who was even able to play. We just saved that game. He was leap earlier. Oh, did he? Oh, that might have been it then. Yeah. Yeah, he probably used leap chase after Kenny. That would probably do it. But I like Nightborn so much. I just like the way they look. Have you ever just looked at a race and we're like, yes, hey. I saw you from a mile away. How's it going? Yeah. You try to look like a rando. Try to look like, oh, I don't even know who you are. You know, just try to get around. No groups F. It's all good. Skeet, you're more than welcome to sit there and get a group going. Eventually they'll get lined up, yeah. We got Night Raven back up. Let me get them in because they still got that survival hunter, man. That big boy, big plays. We still have Nerf Lucio with your boy Atho. We got Limp and Liam still ready. Put me in, coach. All right, we got Limp and Liam. Since those guys are new, we're gonna keep Night Raven for one more game because most of the groups didn't get to play. Then we'll start rotating you guys and having you guys play randomly. Okay, I'll try to randomize the groups, but some of you guys will get to play like twice in a row. Some of you guys will have to wait a little longer. I'm not trying to like make any of you guys wait or whatever. I'm trying to be as fair as I can, but I do want to give variety. I do want to put different people against one another because sometimes it feels like we have 4 groups. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, they'll fight each other, and then I'll make it into 2 groups fighting again. But I want to crisscross. But if I crisscross, that means somebody has to sit out an extra game. So I am gonna try to randomize you guys. You guys getting new people in though, like reforming a group, grabbing some new folks in. It's gonna make me want to get you guys in here a lot more often though, because I want to let new people play. I'm telling you right now. So if you guys got a couple new people, I'll be super happy to get them in. Alrighty, boys. Twitch, yeah, nice, dude. You played super well. Dal, have you played a bit of Classic? A little bit. Earlier today, I was playing with Kren, a bit of Classic. I think we'll come back right after the duels. Twitch. Classic is not a game for me. It's not a game I grew up with. But it's a lot of fun with friends, and Kren been making it a lot more enjoyable. Candy coming back as a Frost Mage. Big Max. It's going to be a survival hunter extraordinaire. Hasn't play at all. Fortune. We got us a Snoopy. It looks like Doku's going to be going for Zoku. He's going to be sneaking up on Dumpling. How you doing, my man? How you doing, you Dumpling? You lovely dumpling. Playing that Arms Warrior. Stormbolt onto Doku. Warbreaker in the opener. And a Bladestorm to get him down to half health. Doku is melting right before our eyes. Executes a back up and running. Dumpling doesn't want to trick it. And Doku might want to vanish out of here. Fear. Does it trick it out of it? Execute one. Maybe another execute. He's just going to sit in there. That's going to be... oh my god. Blind on Dumpling. Does he trick it? No. Doku's actually going to go for a reset. Doku, you just melted. And he's got evasion with a blind. He was like, evasion is basically not a cooldown when you're going against an Arms Warrior. I don't understand. On Team Dumpling, we also got ourselves a True Grill. We got Prox back in. We got ourselves Mortadar and Reptiles. Those looks like reptiles. Dumpling does get himself... oh my god, what's the ability called? He's just executing Doku. Die by the sword. He had to get himself a die by the sword. I don't know if he needed to get one against Doku, but that's a defensive that's going to be gone. Avatar up and running against Fortune, trying to get the bleeds up and running. Bladestorm to full, and Fortune is going to bail out of it immediately. Does get himself at least 1 Vivify over. And an in-cap onto Dumpling. He's going to get hit with the touch of death. Trinket needs to come out. That's huge damage out of Fortune. He's going to try to get away from the damage from Fortune. It's going to hit him with a charge just to root him in place. Safety Trinket does get procced out, but Dumpling is at least alive. Being an Arms Warrior is 0 healing. Trinket out of Fortune does get a blackout kick on the Dumpling. And Dumpling does go for a bit of a blackout himself. Goes night-night. Ertugril. I don't even know how to say it now. I'll mess it up. E.T. Yo, let's just call you E.T. You look like an alien. What's this shirt, dude? E.T. is going to go for a little bit of my Death Advance. Walking past the Ring of Peace. But Fortune is going to pour it out of the E.T. He's going to have quite a bit of hard time here. With Fortune, that's going to be a wall. He does get a snowball to bounce between. Does that snowball bounce between the pets? I think it might have. Stun into Fortune. ET is going to go for a little bit of damage as a ruining weapon is going to come out. That Karma is going to stop a lot of the pressure. And Fortune is just going to continue on the damage. As soon as he sees that ET is going to go defensive, he's going to roll out and go for Vivify. So Fortune, as soon as he sees somebody play defensive, he's just going to back up, play defensive himself. As soon as he sees somebody go offensive, he's actually going to either Karma, or if he sees somebody running away, he's just going to pressure the offensive. A lot of these guys that do duels, they're really good at that. Reading the enemy. IBF coming out for ET a little bit early. That's going to be immediate disarm. So even after he got a defensive, he can't even do anything. Fist of Fury continuing to parry ET. And looks like Fortune, as he's running out of his pressure, he's just going to back up for a little bit. Playing that hit and run playstyle for ET. He needs to find a way to get Fortune out in the open and continue tunneling the guy. Heals are going to be very important as ET should get himself a lot of heals. That is going to be the ring just to boop him out of there as he got any kind of damage rolling. And Fortune is just going to let him walk out of there. There's going to be a grip. Images up and running. Fist of Fury surrounding ET. Does have AMS rolling, although that AMS is not really going to do much against the damage that Fortune got. And Fortune bails out of it immediately. Fortune, you got to stop running so much, dude. You get in there, you're there, meleeing the guy for 3 seconds, you bail the hell out. Stop it, man. You don't need it because you got a big old bite coming out of nowhere. And as ET goes for a transfusion, Fortune already has him a pre-in cap ready to go. ET trying to get himself a heal. Death Strike seems to come out. Parry coming out. So he won't even be able to do anything against that Fist of Fury. And I think ET might be going down here, trying to survive, trying to hang on. Looks like Fortune maybe was running out of juice, trying to get himself a heal. Does get hit with an interrupt. ET barely has the resources, trying to get those Death Strikes rolling back to back. Leg sweep coming out, no chance for that leg sweep, but Fortune is going to be able to nail him down. Going to go for Vivifies immediately, no matter who he's going up against. It is going to be the Assassination Rogue, Morgar. Morgar getting that evasion a little bit early. Fortune going to roll out and port all the way to the other side of the pillar. How does he remember where he puts all those ports? How does he remember where he puts them? There's no way. I feel like I would just get confused. Like, where did I put that thing? It'd be like trying to find my shoes. Where did I put those things? Or your keys or your phone. Where did I put that thing? I would never be able to play a monk, man. That's memorization. I can't remember people's names half the time. Blinders Fortune. It looks like Morgar hoping to get a ticket out of Fortune. Not going to get an early one. Fortune wasn't even putting that much pressure on the guy. He didn't have cooldowns. Is that a short cheap shot? I think that's a very TR'd kidney. Yeah, fully TR'd. His stuns. Fortune is going to go pop in wall a little bit early. Did Mordecai pop in offensives even? Is that a Vendetta? Oh, it is a Vendetta. Oh, Vendetta doesn't even show up, but that's a Vendetta. Fortune does pop wall for that Vendetta into a Fist of Fury, getting so much damage out of Mordecai with Alexia Bravto. Trinket's a little bit late. Safety Trinket get a procced out. Vanish coming out super late. And Fortune puts so much pressure into this rogue 5 minutes in. This rogue out of defensives. He doesn't have evasion or nothing for quite a while. Doesn't even have blind. Maybe saps and kidneys. No Vendetta. So he's really out of options unless he can just prolong the game and kite around Fortune with dots and kidney shots. Does he play Crucible? Cheap shot does land. This is going to get the dots rolling. It's a Mark for the Venom, it looked like. Onto Fortune does get hit with the disarm. Feint coming out. Needs to get those Phantom Knives rolling just to slow the monk down. Barely any health left though. Barely an option. Kidney shot. Instant trinket for Fortune. Oh my goodness. Someone punished that instant trinket. Someone used to punish that Reptiles. Looks like he's going up first. It's going to get himself Arcana. It looks like he actually still had camo rolling, even though he doesn't look like he's in camo. But he's going to get a big old rapid fire onto Fortune. Marksman Hunter coming out against Fortune. Hopefully that Snake does something for him. Maybe a Mortal Strike effect. But he's going to have to find a way to get up to Fortune. Has a trap in one corner. Is going to catch him. Reptiles. I want to call them Reptiles, but it's Reptiles. Is going to get a knockback into Fortune. Rolls right back onto him. Scatter shot to follow. Doesn't have a lot of CC left, really. And Reptiles is in a big course of trouble. Crucibles are coming out. Needs to get those aim shots even more, and Fortune needs to get more aim shots back to back. But Fortune, every time he's going to be able to get away, Vivify. Reptiles needs to get a freezing trap already every single time. He got Fortune out, needs to put a freezing trap right now. Oh, I mean, not on top of the guy, but, you know, put if he's going to retreat. Big aim shot, but it's not going to be enough, though. Fist of Furies are flying for Fortune. Does get to reconnect those Fist of Furies. Reptiles does not have any health. Try to go for a last-ditch knockback. Nothing you could do. Blocks. Last man left in Team Blue. A Feral Druid. A hybrid class. The only one to beat Fortune. Is he going to be able to do it right here? Is he going to end his spree right here? This way, his team needs him. 6 minutes in. 7 minutes in. That mark shot is like, hey, kill this guy. Reptile is just like, hey, I put a mark shot there. Hey, this guy, he must die. Please. Hopefully, Prox gets the message. It's going to land that opener, dude. It's going to Bleeds versus Fists. It's going to be Chi versus Re, as in re-stealth, re-heal, reset, re-combo. By Prox, stun coming out, and Fortune not pushing out that touch of death. Still lots of damage by those images, and Prox is going to wall this as soon as he gets a chance. Fortune pre-walling this right now. Going to be a little bit of a skull bash, but maybe a little bit too early because Fortune didn't even get a cast off. I think Prox just started to stay on him, try to get a skull bash through the ring. And it's going to be able to catch himself a little bit of health. Fortune not looking that healthy. Might be leveraging. Put the strongest bleeds on me while my health is low. Karma turning around because every Fist of Fury does damage. It's going to be a bite coming out. Prox not looking that good, but Prox is given the opportunity to reset Fortune. If he just sat on him the whole game, he actually might have been able to end him. Fortune playing maybe too carefully sometimes. Popping yet another defensive. Going to be dampen harm. With the target's lost to follow. Touch of death onto Prox right now. Needs to get himself a heal. He might want to go for the renewal. Wall coming up. Karma available. Maybe renewal after that. Safe to Chicken procking in. Still has renewal. Use renewal, I think, outside of Bearful maybe. But at least he has some health and stopped any damage during the Karma. But the bleeds were there. I think the bleeds were mostly gone though. And this is where he might have the opportunity. Fortune out of every defensive. The only thing he might even have is a trinket. And even that we don't know if he has. Ring of Peace coming out is going to stop the opener by Proxy. He's not going to have the biggest, strongest dots. Thorns are up. Doesn't have anything for it. Bash into Fortune. Chicken side of it is going to be chicken out of Prox. As soon as he gets hit with a leg sweep, does get a big old bite into Fortune. Bleeds are up. Bleeds are doing some damage right now. Bleeds are actually just harassing the guy. Fist of Fury to stop in the ability a little bit of that damage. Does Prox run Crucible? One Skull Bash would do this right here. Does he have Crucible right now? Fortune out of cooldowns actually does enough. And a big old bite to end him right then and there. It's gonna be Big. I think Big finally gets to play the game, dude. How? Fortune, how do you do this? How do you bring in Big Max and you tell us, hey, dude, this guy's a rank 1 survival hunter. And it's like, I want him to play. Game starts, and then it's Fortune 1v4. Are you kidding me? Prior to that, Canny 1v5. Are you kidding me? This is gonna be double turtle. It looks like these guys got some turtles that made it to the water. All right, Big Max, this is gonna be your game, man. Your first round versus Prox. How's it gonna play? Playing out survival, dropping the traps a little bit early. Actually, almost landed one of the traps at Prox right now. And it's gonna drop grenades at the Feral. Bash by the Feral onto the Hunter. Needs to kite him through the trap. Stun into Prox. Does not have a chicken for it. This way, Big Mac can go for quite a bit of damage. Getting that aspect of the Eagle. Mongoose bites are flying. It's gonna go for a little bit of an aspect of the Cheetah. Try to catch up to Prox using that mobility. Gonna be Thorns right now for Prox and a Turtle Shell for Big Max. But he doesn't want to get away from Prox. He wants to stay around top of him. Making sure the dots are rolling. Grenades are flying. Double grenade at Prox. But it looks like he's going to be able to get back behind the pillar. Maybe give himself some heals. Doesn't even go for it. He's actually just trying to get whatever compounds he has off of the pet. Reset him on Big Max. He's going to harpoon right after Prox. Try to disengage around the guy's wall is up. This way he could cut into the traps. Sending the traps a little bit early. Yeah, I think he's trying to set up traps so then he might be able... Ooh, that's a good for himself. A little bit of that medic bandage. That's going to be a Crucible smacking him from the side. Again, it looks like this man is trying to set up traps and kite people into it, not trying to stun and then trap right on top. Prox should have set on a trap. Or should have ran into a trap, didn't he? Did Big Max overestimate where you were going to go? Or is Prox careful? Malady to Prox not going to have any kind of healing. I think the dots might kill him right now. Stun. Oh my god. What a maledict! Oh my goodness, very well played. Fortune with a big old 4-0. Plox is the only man that can stop him. And then we finally saw Big Max play. Should we let that team with Big Max play again? I know you guys are probably like, yo, let's get a variety, let's get another team. But Big Max so far hasn't got to play. I want to see what a survival hunter, rank 1 survival hunter looks like. I think I want to give those guys another round. Let Big Max play first. And then we'll go back to our randomization. How does that sound? I want to see it. I want to give him a chance, man, because so far, Fortune got him in the group and is like, yeah. Let him go first, put the survival hunter first. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We'll let him go first. Who is he going up first, though? Who is he going up against? We got Rowan. Rowan got a group. Nerf Lucio got a group. Maklupi, Limp and Liam, they played. Let's put him against Nerf Lucio. They got Athaman in there, yeah? Look at Athaboy in here. And we got Rowan after. Night Raven. Nerf Lucio. 5. Perfect. Beautiful. What about a rank 1 rogue? Yo, if a rank 1 rogue wanted to join, look, Pika? Yo, if they want to join in, man, more than welcome to. More than welcome to. Anybody and everybody's welcome, boys. Alrighty, Big Max, we're going to have you go first. This is going to be a special match. You're given the opportunity here. You get to read who the enemies are, what they're all about. You get to set up your talents, switch, and you get to figure out your strat. It looks like they're mostly a melee team, besides Chats being an arcane mage, Atherman being a pala, Keen being a feral. So you got to get yourself a survival. I want to be untouchable. What's up, producer Chris? Hope you're having a good one, my man. Alrighty, boys. On Team Blue, we got ourselves Big Max. He's going to be going up first. What I'm told is this man is a rank 1 survival hunter. I don't play on EU that much, but I'm going to give you guys my word. Everybody says he's huge. So we're going to see how big he is by having him go first. Candy, going to be a Frost Mage on the backside of the team. Fortune is a Windwalker, Snoopy is a Feral, and we got ourselves Doku in the back versus Team Red, which has Atho as a Red, Kara is a Fury Warrior, just cooking himself on fire. We got Chet's as Arcane Mage, we got Keen as a Feral, and Rimuru as Arms, and it looks like Athaman is going to be there to test the metal of BC Big Mex in the opener. He's going to get the pet in there, throwing down the traps down. Last time we've seen a really good survival hunter. I was dead, dude. It was dead. Dead on arrival, literally. Athaman getting that adaptation, still playing that adapt, but that's going to be double grenade of them, man, is able to cleanse out the poisons. Hopefully Big Max doesn't play a big poison build, because otherwise it's going to be basically useless against Atho. That's a lot of sustained loss, and it's actually going to pull the pet back while Atho's building himself quite a bit of AoE. It's a good question, too. What kind of a build is Athaman playing? He could be playing a huge healer build. Maybe he's playing a big AoE build. It's really hard to tell, dude. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see what he's running for. Big Max setting up traps. It's going to be knockback trap to put him out in the open with maybe a charge trap. Almost getting tripped. Big Max is going to trick it out of that immediately. Human Race is coming out, and Athaman is going to sit on top of him. That's going to be a steel trap to stop him in his place. A steel trap. I haven't seen one of those in a while. And Big Max tried to say on the LOS of Athaman, he doesn't want to be melee, he just wants to be able to see him. That's going to be Aspect of the Eagle. Athaman might just want to commit a lot of damage here to get on top of Big Max. With a Malak to follow, Athaman might be forced to use Bubble or Bob, putting himself out in the open. And Big Max is only on the other side of the pillar. Athaman is pressured pretty heavily. Is Big Max going to push in right now? Next Hodge could be huge. Athaman actually bubbling this. Is trying to stay on top of Big Max. It's going to be another trap. He's going to go for a bit of a flash of light right now. Does he have the damage? That's a bubble out of him right now. Stun. Adaptation coming out. Get him out early. Tar trap going to slow him down. And Big Max already has a steel trap on the other corner. That trap is going to do lots of damage. If you put up the trap while you're out of combat, I think that trap does even more damage when it slams on your feet. It doesn't ruin him for that long either. Koch coming down. This is where Ather is going to unload full damage. Big damage right here out of Ather. Big blow to the enemy. Trying to get himself a huge setup. Judgment comes out. Trying to get a Chumpa's verdict. Big Max is actually just going to go past him. Hand of Freedom is up. Big Max actually losing a lot of health really quick. Acceleration coming out. And Atherman is about half health with wings still rolling. I think he was trying to go for the big old one-shot. I don't know if he was able to do a big one-shot. Maybe there was a lot of Big Max's survival hunter tricks. Maybe it was pet sack there for that damage. I might have missed it. That's a very little, very faint spell effect when that comes down. And Big Max is still quite a bit of health. Gonna go for a little bit of feign death onto Atho, and it's gonna freeze him in place. Redotting the guy. And rerouting him too with a steel trap. Atherman still has Shield of Vengeance, Blessing of Protection. So Blessing of Protection is quite huge for him. Stun into Atho as he's trying to get the hell away. And Big Max is just getting that big disengage, just crossing the distance, making sure to stay next to Atho at all times. You're not going to see him running for miles. He's just there ahead of time, dude. He got a stun. Knows he needed to get adaptation out of him. Might have to go for Freezing Trap into stun later. Is going to knock Atherman back out in the open, poke it out from his side, making Atho choose a pillar. This is just rough. Next Hodge, though, however, could be huge for Atherman as his health is just not doing that good. Trying to cleanse himself, trying to keep himself alive. Another steel trap on the other corner. He either goes into it or not. Maledict onto Ather. He needs to make a play right now. He does not have the damage. Has wings for a little bit of time. Maybe he can do something. I think that was a feint death for Big Max, so maybe Ather might have hit the pet. Bop is all he has, and I think without a bop, he's just done for. I think the poison sting, the serpent sting, and I think the grenades would have still gone through his shield of vengeance. So if you guys want to say he used it, he didn't even use it. I don't think even if he used it, I don't think it would have helped him. Freezing Trap available. It looks like Kid is the one who wants to pick up the eye, but I'm pretty sure Big Mac is the one who picked it up. Freezing Trap on the Kid. He's actually out in the open. Won't be able to get a stealth opener. That's going to be a steel trap of the bat. Bunch of grenades. Bunch of dot damage thrown into Kid before he can get away, and that's going to be re-dotting him. And Kid is already sitting at half health. Flare to get him out of stealth. Not gonna let this Pharaoh re-stealth. The Pharaoh's already taken so much damage. Hard putting back to him, but not staying in melee. Oh my god, Kid just got melted. Oh no. And Big Mac's already taking pressure from Rimuru right after. That is rough. Rimuru's gonna chill behind the pillar for just a little bit. That underrod trick, it needs to be a huge play for the guy. That's gonna be like one of your only few heals in the game. Besides the Crucible. And Big Mac just wants to keep Rimuru out in the open. He does navigate his way to one side of the pillar. That's going to be a War Banner. But is that War Banner going to do anything? Killing the War Banner. Trap coming down. Charge Trap. Might be enough. Rimuru barely has any health. Still in defensive stance. Big Max does clean off any kind of bleeds he has. That's going to be charged for Rimuru for a second. And Big Max has him out in the open. Does harpoon to him so he doesn't get to go anywhere. I think Big Rimuru is actually done. Does get himself quite a bit of heal out of nowhere though. Maybe he might be able... Ah, down he goes. I don't know if he overwent for damage that game. Blade Storm, nothing. Oh man. Maybe he got... Bit of starstruck seeing Big Max. That's gonna be Chet's right next. Stunned by the pet. Does go for a bit of an ass. Arcane missiles, but a freezing trap to stop him. Chet's is nothing to sneeze at. I think Big Max is gonna have to play against all these guys. He played against them so far. And now the big boys on the left. We got the Fury Warrior Chet's. No, we got the Fury Warrior. We got the Arcane Mage, Arcane Warrior Chet's. Try to see if we can blink around Big Max. Doing quite a lot of damage to the guy. 5 minutes in though, only. Big Max is just getting through these boys really quickly. Maledict onto Chet's. Is this where Big Max could go for damage? Instant ice block for Chet's. He doesn't want to be sitting that. Freezing trap on one side. Blink and pass it. Does catch him with an arc and missiles. That is so huge. Trying to get a second Tronic. That's going to be a feint death for Big Max. Big Max is actually so low in health. He cannot get himself a single heal. And Chet's does eat a trap for a second and is going to go instant cast in as best as he can. If he goes around this corner freezing trap, that's going to give Big Max an opportunity. As we're going to bail out. He just waited for that freezing trap. He had to wait, and that's going to be a camo for the man. Every second he sits in camo. He's going to put Chet's behind. He's going for the eye immediately. He's trying to get to him. That's going to be manning advantage. Chet's. Oh, Big Max is back up and running. That's going to be a Nova, though, to stop him in place for a second. Chet's get himself a temporal. Does he have the pet that can remove it? I don't think he does. Stun to follow, though, and Chet's doesn't drink it out of this. Big Max still got quite a bit of damage. Shield up for Chet's, and I think he even got himself a Crucible defensively. Just to get himself a little bit of a heal. Offensive Big Mac, or maybe it was Big Mac's putting dot on him. Chet's barely has any health. No ice block available. That actually might be the answer to him right now. Trying to get whatever damage he could onto Big Max and did not work out. Next up is Carrie going a big leap. Charge off of the pet. Stun into Big Max. Has a trap available. Oh, reflected that trap. He saw it from a mile away. Get himself a big old rampage so he can go for full damage on the Big Max. That is going to be a steel trap. Blaze Storms out of it immediately. Has the pet to attack. I think he even taunted the pet so he attacks him for a little bit. So he has something to blade thirst off of. A bloodthirst off of. Knock back for Carry. Goes actually right next to Big Max. I think he does get to tag him with a bloodthirst. Maybe put a bleed on the guy with cold blood, hot blood, cold seal. I think that's the trait name. It looks like Big Max's pet might actually be going down soon if he doesn't take care of it. Check it for Big Max out of the stun. And actually going to go for, oh my god, massive skull as soon as he gets hit with a charge so he stays mobile ahead of Carry at all times. Goes to one side of the pillar, keeping him out in the open, stun to Carry. He triggers out of it, veer onto Big Max. Does get a reflect going a little bit early, but didn't expect that steel trap. So Big Max still has a freezing trap to cycle through afterwards. But it's going to be quite a bit of dots into Carry that he can just maintain for a little bit longer. Disarm coming out, knockback trap. Carry does get hit with a Maledict. Does he go for a reflect on that thing? Or is he just going to heal through the Maledict? I think he can easily heal through it. Big Max getting hit with a stun. Carry might just have to start hitting the pet. He's actually not looking that good right now. Could it be the end again for him? That's going to be freezing trap. Rodix against himself. Oh my god, Enraged Generation. Oh my god, this man is a monster, Survival Hunter. Just trying to get those eagles in there. That's gonna be Crucible. I think that does it get reflected? I think Crucible does get reflected. Maybe? Maybe it does not. I don't even know how that works. But that's gonna be B-Max is trying to and carry. And that's it, man. That's how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. Now that is a literally rank 1 Survival Hunter right there. He read them like a book. This man is getting snuggled up in the sheets. And he's like, Ma, read me a bedtime story, but no Ma around, no Dad around. He opens it up, reads himself good night. Putting everybody in this goddamn arena to sleep. Hell yeah, boys. Let's go. I like that. That was amazing, dude. Yo, Big Max. That was awesome. We have not seen a really exceptional Survival Hunter in a while, man. So I like that one. I appreciate that. Alright, let's get another group going. Big Max, you stick with Night Raven. We'll get you in here a couple games for sure. Or if you want to switch around and get into random teams, you're more than welcome to do so. Either way, man. EU25. What's up, Skeet? You popping in? You got a group? You got a group? McLoopy is ready. Nerflushi just got played. Skeet is ready. Rowan is ready. Let's get Rowan. They have been waiting for a while. Let's get Rowan and Skeet. I think you got a group. Let's try it again. Apparently that didn't work. Rowan and Skeet. Let others play. Yeah, that Rowan. Yeah, we'll get you in a bit. We'll get you in a bit. But Rowan has been waiting patiently. Skeet just got a group. All the other guys got a group too. Pick us hand party. Yo, what's up, King? How you doing, man? Pick us hand party. What do you mean? Disgusting, like I said, dude. It's fun to watch. Not gonna lie. I think what exactly happened. I looked like he feigned death of a massive judgment hit. Unlucky. That is unlucky if that's what happened. Because I know you had a big judgment prepared because you're playing Blood of the Enemy. War is a joke without healing. Like arms? Yeah, that's tough. It's tough being arms, man. It's tough being arms out there. Yeah, let's go next. SL? McLoopy, right? Yeah, I can get you in unless you're not McLoopy. Again, you guys have multiple different names. One in game, one in chat. I'm like, You guys know how it'd be. My brain don't work. My brain don't work so good. It's filled with WoW. It's filled with WoW knowledge and WoW abilities. Switch. Unbelievable, am I right? How dare Dalaran. We got ourselves Chronic on Team Red. Wait. Okay, apparently Team Red is F1. I didn't. Okay, Team Red Chronic. From Alec here, we got ourselves also Genjutsu? Naruto? Hello? Voodoo? We got ourselves Skeet going up first as an assassination rogue and relieve. Hopefully he doesn't relieve himself, at least in this room. Find a bathroom, my man. We got ourselves DVGS in the back with Hamburger. We got Max A. We got Obliv going up first. So it's a rogue versus rogue match. And Pickapillo in the back. Pickapillo playing the Feral. Yo, Ferals be out of cat form and out of stealth unless you're dueling. There is one honored talent that Ferals use that's gonna allow Obliv to heal more. That thing is too strong for duels, so be out of cat form and out of stealth unless you guys are dueling. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Alright, Obliv. Alright, Skeet. Skeet trying to look for the guy. Obliv popping out with a feint. Oh, come on, you didn't even sap him! You didn't even sap him, Skeet! Shadow step sap! Hit him with a head! Hit him upside the head. Because for the longest time I saw the sap icon was a mace. I was like, as a rogue, do you like bonk people on the head? It's fucking boop. There he goes. Boops him right in the head. Cause like he looks like, is that what it is? Cause before it used to be bubbles, like as if you're drunk. Cheap shot onto Obliv. He's actually gonna go for a shot and step into Skeet into a trinket by Skeet, trying to go for some damage onto Obliv. Obliv is just trying to slow him down. It's gonna be sprint out of both of the rogues, and Obliv is gonna be caught back on Skeet into a blind. Skeet does not have a trinket. If Obliv goes for a full setup right now, no trinket for Skeet. If he has the full vendetta, full setup, he might have a chance here. He's gonna use one of the crucibles defensively, however. Hopefully he has the second one offensively. Because if he does for a full vendetta, he might have a chance. Or maybe he's not even going to go for that. Maybe he's just going to go for an opener without vendetta. Everybody's on his team lined up. They're watching up close, dude. They're ready to go. It's going to be tricking out of Obliv, however. It's down onto Skeet. Going to go for full setup. That's not even, that's a vendetta and everything. Cheap shot coming out off of that banished evasion available. Skeet has evasion rolling with the cloak of shadows, but it's not going to be enough. I don't think he even has a chance right here. Doesn't have any health. Doesn't have any stealth. Does get a vanish shot, but that's still a vendetta available for Obliv. Is going to throw a crucible at him into a cheap shot onto Obliv. Skeet trying to see if he can come back Mac, kidney right after, does not have any health, does not have a defensive, does have a DFA though. Malik is gonna slam him, even if he had a heal right now. I think he's just down for the count. Kidney shot to follow. All the dots are doing work, and Obliv taking him out, and a mark for death. Invent him. Executing the boy. Chronic is up next. Shadow stepping on top of him. Cheap shot. Shortest cheap shot in the world. Why would you do that? Chronic is going to end up paying for that one, but that gives Obliv an opportunity right here. Does drop a smoke bomb. Chronic cannot see through a smoke bomb, so Obliv got a couple of knife throws, and maybe he can get a sap. Get the shot onto Chronic. Chicken forced out of the Orc Rogue. Actually, both of them Orc Rogues. Which one is which? Get the shot onto Obliv right now, though. Chronic not looking that good on damage, on health right now. Not able to get that much damage into Obliv. Obliv is looking still very healthy. Chronic not looking that good. Does increase his health right now. And looks like he is also going for the Orc ratio as well. Trying to go for damage. Has a bit more health to survive this. But still just tickling down. Evasion is up. Obliv has a chance. Trying to go for a shadow step kidney shot maybe? I didn't land. That's going to be kidney shot by Chronic. I think he might have secured himself a kill with that kidney shot right there. Obliv trying to go for a heal. What? Huh? Okay, as far as I understand, Chronic's trinket for health ran out, and Oblivion's Phantom Knives, and one of those dots killed him. Yeah, is that what happened? I think that's what happened. And then decided to relieve himself on Obliv. Dropped the trousers and went for it. Max L, the plane that Fury getting Stormbolt on Relive. Relieve? I don't even... Relive, right? Relive. It's Relive. It's not Relieve. That will be spelled differently. Come on. I feel stupid now. Max is going to have to go for a setup on to Relive. It's going to be able to relive the glory of killing a rogue, but this time replacing rogue with a warrior. We'll see. Max L taking quite a bit of damage. Max, I keep calling him Max L. It's Max A. Max A. Max A. It's some European thing. It has to be. Like the A, J being an H or something. Like Bjorg. You don't say Bjorg, you say Bjorg. Starting to relive. He does have himself under Rod Trinket, however, into a disarm, landing a prison onto Mac, and Mac does not have Enraged Regeneration. Stunned right after. Mac is actually under quite a lot of pressure, having to go for Enraged Regeneration. He landed in the charge. Full heal for Mac right now. That's going to be all his defenses out. Does have a commanding shout, but that's not really as much as defense. It's more like a just a tool to maybe get a little bit extra heals. Does get interrupted on the actual channel of his Cyclotronic. That's a trinket down, though. That's going to be quite huge for this man not having access to that trinket. And Relive is still going to have those Underrods proccing from back. Told you, on a Demon Hunter, for some reason, Underrod trinket just procs over and over. Something about the damage they take is just making it nutty. And that's going to be Mac chilling in the back. Trying to see if he can land his side. That's going to be quite a lot of damage from those Fell Lances. Getting the charge in, but no heal. Stunned by Relive. And he's going to back up as soon as Mac finally able to do some damage. I-Beam does get himself a big old meta. All it takes is Underrod Trinket to proc. Mac going for that. Oh, Underrod Trinket procs. Why does he go for that Rampage? Full meta versus actual meta coming out for Relive. Trying to see if he can just one-shot Mac right here. Commanding Shout just to save off the death. Just by a little bit longer. Fear onto Relive. And getting that charge heal. The commanding shot does give him more of a health pool to work with, so it should be bigger heals, but eventually I think dissipates and down he goes. All he can really do, Relive taking one down. Next up is going to be Pillow. Pick up Pillow, get an opener onto Relive. Needs to get all this stuff, all the bleeds, all the procs, everything up and running. Relive is going to land him in a stun. And Pika, it looked like he almost trinketed that early, but he didn't. He actually waited a full stun into a wall right after with Thorns. Relive still able to just heal. Monstrous healing out of this Demon Hunter. Even though he's fully bled up, he's just the one staying offensive. So far, Pika, we thought he was only going to get an opener. Maybe he's got offensive right after, but this man is just healing. Metamorphosis does come down. No more meta for quite a while for this man, but every time he gets an I-Beam, quite a bit of meta. Landing a stun into Pika before he lands the opener, and look at that Underrod trinket yet again for the Demon Hunter. I swear it has to proc for Demon Hunters more often than other classes. At this point, I'm fine putting on a tinfoil hat and believing in the conspiracy. Again! Oh, it's a conspiracy, dude. It's a government conspiracy. The government of Azeroth decided. The deep state of Azeroth decided. The Titans themselves decided, you know what? Demon Hunters. Demon Hunters. They're gonna be busted. But Relive, again, just try. He's just super well right now. Again, another stun. Pika has not had an opener in what feels like forever now. This man has been on the back foot from the start. How is he even in this game still? You gotta give him the credit. Stun to Relive. Maybe he might be able to get the bleeds and peel away for a second, get a root onto Relive, as he's finally starting to take some damage under Rushing and proccing. He's like, he's right there. Every time he's taking a bit of damage, oh, I'm proccing it right now, time for me to go. I don't know how Pika can come back. He's still not down for the counter. Relive just can't stun him. Actually, that's probably going to be it right here. Perfect, a stun, double stun. Pika actually getting a short stun onto Relive. Does he go for a root? At this point, my boy, you have to root him. Stun again onto Pika yet again. Oh my god. Oh no. Hamburger swapping off of the Boomkin. Now he means business. Now he means business. Playing the Feral Mallet again, throwing up onto Relive. He's going to take a little bit of necrotic damage. I don't know if a Maledict in this case is a good idea. But he's going to go for Darkness immediately. Sword Bash comes in and Hamburger does have Thorns. It is going to get taken off immediately. Relive coming back in, man. That Darkness absorbed quite a bit of damage though. And that Underwatching gave him quite a bit of healing back. So Hamburger forced to pop a wall, and as soon as he pops the wall, Relive just backs up. He's like, I don't want to fight a Feral with cooldowns. I'll wait until he's out of CDs. Denying Hamburger an opener yet again. Is Hamburger playing the dot trinket? He is playing the dot trinket. What was that damage? What was that damage just now? Look at, did you see Relive just lose a bunch of health? What? Was he also running a health trinket? Because if he's also running lower, that would have been the game. And Relive getting hit with a root. Oh, Hamburger is playing that root game. Gotta put him in, put Baby in the corner for a second. Relive again denying the Feral the opener with the big old bleeds. The Empower bleeds are not going to happen. Bash onto Relive, no trinket available. Hamburger finally able to go for a full hand bow. Relive might fly up in the air right now, and Hamburger is trying to get away from him immediately. Relive is not going to be flying yet. He's waiting for that moment. Stun into Hamburger with an I-beam to follow. This way he could fly up in the air. If things ever go bad, he's going to go for a bit of a blade dance. Try to see if he has enough health to leverage. Gaining back so much health while Metamorphosis is up, and it's going to get those fell lances barraging Hamburger. He goes for line of sight immediately. Does he go for a Maledict? Look, he poked out in the open for a second. I was thinking maybe we're going to hit him when they had another Mally. 9 minutes in, Hamburger is still trying to almost got an opener. Relive has been the most relentless against these Ferals. No opener for you ever. Stun onto Hamburger. Doesn't look like he has a way to take off those thorns, even for a Blood of Rachel. And that's gonna be Metamorphosis back up. The 4 minutes are up, and he's back in there, back in action, still doing work, still pumping hard. Hamburger just cannot get away from this guy at all. No matter what he tries. Another Crucible. Needs to find himself a defensive, a heal or something. And down he goes. That's going to be the last Druid left. And this is a Boomkin this time. I don't know if Relive. I don't know if that's going to be even a challenge for this guy. DVGS, I believe in you, dude. I believe in the Lunar Cleave. I believe in the Lunar Cleave. The night sky. Oh, I guess I was going to look at the night sky, but it's all green on the ground. Maybe like that? Nah, it's not going to work. While he's hanging out in the pool of Gatorade, Mountain Dew. This night sky is yours. The luna's out. Thorns are up for DVGS, but that's going to be Relief going back up in the air. He's like, oh, you want to cast? I got even a better cast. You want to be a caster? I'll show you what a cast looks like. Instant cast Fell Lances just obliterating through ya. Just doing quite a number of damage. Does then original Relief. He does still snag that I-beam from a distance with a stun. There's just no way to stop a DH into the prison. DVGS forced to shrink it out of prison in a moment act of desperation. He's just completely running out of cooldowns. Thorns is all he might have, and Demon Hunter might even be able to take those off. Crucible to get himself a small heal rolling. That's about all he's got. And down he goes. Very unfortunate. How? Why? What? 1v5? This Relief guy knows what's up. This man knows how to play. He's got himself quite a prestige. A little looked at his prestige icon next to his name. Damn, dude. I might main Rogue Survival Hunter 8.3 for Shadowlands. I think you might have to, dude. That weapon that Survival Hunters are going to be able to get from the new raid is going to be insane. It's going to be bananas. Ready Hero took over Merge Group. Alright, sounds good. We got Athame back in. Let's see. We save that. And Atho and Night Raven just get to play. I do want to get Night Raven back in because he still has a group. So Kachikan, oh man, is he back? Do you have anybody balls enough without Spore Pod? Q, me versus Loopy. Oh, you versus Loopy. Limpan Liam. I think we might have to have Night Raven hold the game. Kachikan is back. The boy's back. Kachikan versus Limpan Liam. Yo, Night Raven, I want to see your boy play again. But our man is back. Kachikin is back, boys. Kachikin is back. It's been so long, man. Now, Cat might be a little rusty. He's been doing a lot of IRL stuff. He's been IRL warrior, dude. But he's back, though, boys. Woo! Let's go. Let's see how well he does. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. Alrighty, switch. We got ourselves Team Red. We got ourselves with Alma Palma. What a name. And Dublin. Playing our good old Fury and Prox on the Feral. And we got ourselves Morgar on Assassin. Reptiles, more of the Beastmaster this time maybe? Or maybe still Marksman? Still Marksman, look at the weapon. We got ourselves DK Raptor in here. Who first? We got ourselves ET. We got Cat. Oh boy, come back in, man. Kachikin is back. Sabri in the back lane. I think Outlaw. Whoa. And Victorian. Almost Victorian, but not quite. Alright, boys. Good luck and have fun. What's up, Trevor? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. We're all Demon Hunter Cat. Yeah, they're pretty amazing in duels. I said enhancement shamans are duelist. I mean, lower of enhancement shaman fit dueling so well. Ooh, yeah, I think you're right. You might be right, honestly. Looks like Dublin is already ready to go, dude. He's already attacking. He's already beating up DK Raptor over there. I guess he's going up first. Playing that on Holy into a stun onto Dublin. Getting the pedal and power beefed up and ready to go. Getting that abomination rolling as well. He just doesn't want to be next to Dublin. He wants to let the pets do all the work. And Dublin surrounded by the pets, trying to get away from the abomination. It's going to be Army of the Dead too. Does he get a grip? He does get a yoink back in. Chain of Ice. Does get to clear those chains whenever he can. Short stun by the pet. Does get a disarm onto DK Raptor. He just needs to get those chains rolling. He even has the gargoyle, dude. He's the master of the pets. It's going to be longest charge. I think a double charge from the pet to DK. And he's actually, now look at that good. Looks like Dublin was able to break away from the army of the undead. The Scourge. And he's trying to fight through it, man. Fight on, you champion. Fight on. You can beat him, dude. The Death Knight. Can die. He can go down any moment. DK Raptor trying to hang in there, trying to hang on Stormbolt. I think is gonna seal his fate. Trinket coming out super late, and then Execute to finish off the DK. Dublin coming out unscathed, unmatched. And next is gonna be Cat. How you doing, Kachikin? We haven't seen you in quite a while, but it's gonna be back to back that Fury versus Fury duel that everybody enjoys. Haven't seen this duel in a while, and Kachikin is gonna be playing the Stormbolt. It looks like. Oh, was it Cat? Yeah, it was Cat that's playing Stormbolt. Double disarm for both of the warriors. Cat's gonna get on those jabs in there. Doubling getting those punches. Going right for the mouth, right for the snout. And that's gonna be a short fear. Kachikin Trinket out of that Stormbolt though. And Kachikin is a little bit behind on health right now. Not looking that good. Dublin is the guy that's actually maintaining his health quite well. And the Kachikin is the first one to have to go for Enrage of Generation. Just getting completely decimated by Dublin. Fear comes out, he enrages out of it. Zerker Rage coming out, immediately Stormbolt onto Dublin. And Dublin is going to have to go for a heal himself. Maybe Dublin, oh, he's actually going to go for an Enrage Regen as well. So in a chess match, this is good for both of them. Dublin, leaping right on top of Kachikin, is going to get himself quite a bit of heal. Trying to go for as much offensive pressure onto Cat. Does get himself into Rampage and Rages. Kachikin does too. It really is going to be who does more damage this game. Because whoever falls behind on damage is going to lose. Whoever does more healing is also important, but whoever loses on damage is going to be down for the count. Double disarm on both of these warriors. Does allow for Kachikin to catch up on a little bit of heals. Dublin, though, does get himself the Bloodthirst a little bit early. Stormbolt onto Dublin. This way Kachikin needs to close the gap and needs to establish the gap between those two. He needs to establish a chasm between their health. Stormbolt onto Kachikin, and Dublin does land himself a charge heal off of him. So Dublin is going to be up, and he is now the one trying to get Kachikin's health down low. Rampage available for Cat. Dublin also gets a Rampage going. Actual War Stomp for Kachikin to recover. He does have a little bit of a racial for a little bit of a War Stomp to leap away and leap right back in, get right on it. Get a charge from Dublin, get himself a little bit of health. But it's not looking that good right now. Fear into Dublin. His Zerker Rage is out of it. Kachikin is looking for a little bit of cooldown reduction here. Waiting for his CDs to be back up. He needs to get himself a heal. Because he's been behind a little bit this game. Dublin been relentless. Dublin is like the guy. He's like, get over here. You gotta come back, Cat. You can't be running circles all day, man. Charged by Cat, but he gets hit with a Stormbolt right in the face. That extra heal he was gonna get from a charge. Not enough, but Dublin didn't go quite offensive there on damage. Instant Trinket for Dublin. Kachikin has a Trinket, so you might be able to leverage for later. These guys just pounding one another with a fist. And Kachikin's health is still... He's still a little bit behind. Rampage is available for one. Rampage should be available for the other as well sometime soon. And Kachikin does have Enrage Regeneration to get himself some heal catch-up. This way he needs to get himself a kill into Duplin. Duplin is going to have Enrage Regen back up very, very soon though. It's quite insane. So with Disarm and Parries, it really takes away Fury's ability to heal. Yep, technically it does. Technically it does. Evasion for Rogues also does it too. I think Ice Block also stops any healing as well, because they're not healing the mage. Or I think Bubble too. Bubble and Bop as well, because if you're not doing damage to another person, it doesn't count the heal. Except for Deathstrike. I think Deathstrike still goes through both of those. The damage doesn't, but the heal does. Gatchikan though, trying to see if he can equalize the health. Duplin does get a Stormbolt and Cat with a Rampage. This way he can go for a bunch of Rampages. Reckless is coming out. Gatchikan is just standing still. At this point, he decided, you know what, there's no point in running. I need to focus up on my abilities. I need to focus up on this chess match right here between two Fury Warriors. At this point, these guys are not even running circles against one another. Duplin is trying to stay mobile at least, trying to maybe get behind Cat. Cat is not looking that good right now. Execute range coming up very, very soon. Does get hit with a Fear into a Disarm, taking away Duplin's weapon right afterwards. Actually trinket out of his Disarm, but his health is still not looking that good. He's still ticking down little by little. Second charge for Duplin. He's just trying offensive, trying to get whatever H he can. You know, to get those Rampages back to back. Needs a Rampage execute onto Gatchikan. Needs to get him low enough. Once you get him low, this is going to be good. Commanding Shout coming out for Gatchikan. He's going to have extra health, borrowed health, but it's going to go away eventually. Needs to recover as fast as he can. Massive heal while he has the Commanding Shout up and running. Duplin still holding on to his Enrage Regeneration if things ever get bad. Gatchikan's borrowed health should be going down sometime soon, but looks like he was able to recover. While he had that extra health, Bloodthirst are doing more healing for him. Charged Bloodthirst is going to help him recover. But it looks like definitely struggling a little bit. Definitely struggling because Duplin still has that ace in the hole. Gatchikan landing himself close to 20% health, maybe even 10% health. Double Disarm, denying the execute for Duplin. He trickets out of the Disarm, trying to put pressure on Gatchikan. It might be the go down. Gatchikan does get himself a massive heal. Enrage Regen is back up. Duplin no longer has an ace in the hole by himself anymore. He could go for it if ever needed. Gatchikan trying to equalize the health and trying to see if he can force the Duplin's health lower into that execute range. Duplin could go for a massive heal any moment right now. Stormbolt onto Gatchikan does go, continuing to get damage there, continues to get healing without needing to use the defensive, and actually just throwing the damage back around, just taking all that inertia, just throwing it onto Gatchikan. Gatchikan just recovered in health, but his health is back up to the execute range. Duplin still holding on to his Enrage Regen. Stormbolt to Duplin, no tricket available. This way Gatchikan could recover a little bit of health. Bladestar coming out for a second in case there was going to be a Stormbolt by Duplin. I guess he tried to deny it. Still, his health is super low. Double Disarm for both of the Warriors. Gatchikan leaping away, trying to see if he can get away from Duplin. He's on top of the guy though. He's not letting you go anywhere. Not letting you go anywhere. Piercing Howl. That's going to be a Stormbolt. Could be execute range right now. Duplin, does he have the cooldowns here? Gatchikan is super low in health. This way he needs to manage every global. Stormbolt, Warstorm coming out on Duplin for just a quick second. Stormbolt to follow. Charge heal. Needs to deny the execute range. 7 minutes are approaching. 12% dampening, making it harder and harder. Gatchikan is so far behind, and the healing is only going to get worse. Executes are available for Duplin as he has even more cooldowns available. So much range pumping through his body. Gatchikan has nothing left. I think it could be the execute right here. Gatchikan still managing so much to hang on, tricking for that Stormbolt, still not going down without a fight, trying to give it all to Duplin. Looks like this time coming out of clutch, does get killed as he goes for a leap though. Try to leap out of there at the last second. And Vakorian is up next. Looks like he's a little bit confused. I guess as soon as he got disarmed, he got a little bit confused. Stormbolt onto Duplin. It looked like Vakorian's health is just going down super quick. Duplin didn't even get too long time. What is going on? Duplin is just shredding through these Fury Warriors back to back. The dampening is so high. Duplin's still been holding on to Enrage Regeneration this whole time. Hasn't had a need to use it whatsoever. Might even not need to use it on this warrior at all. And Vakorian tried to see if he can get a charge onto Duplin. Duplin is the one getting the charge, landing a little bit of that heal. Vakorian getting the heal of his own. Duplin gets all that rage back up from the charges, and that's where he goes for Enrage Regeneration, trying to make sure that he stays on in the game. Stormbolt coming out, trinkets out of it. Vakorian should have a disarm soon, unless he gets executed right now, and he does get hit with an execute right as his under trinket trying to get him back up and running. And Saber is going to be up next, charged by Duplin off of that shortest stun in the world. He's just trying to get those pistol shots rolling, trying to keep us slow into Duplin. Stormbolt coming out, does trick out of it late. Barry coming out with a killing spree. Fear is going to stop that killing spree, even though the killing spree doesn't do any damage to begin with, really. But that Fear onto disarm or onto repose is going to be good. Saber is just trying to do what he can. Stun onto Duplin into a disarm to follow. This way he can follow up some damage. That's going to be Duplin getting charged back in. Saber, I think, needs to get away. Needs to get himself a little bit of a heal. Needs to get an open or normal. Does he have good buffs right now? I don't even know what buffs he has. Grapple hook and trying to get away. Leap by Duplin. Stormbolt onto Saber. Doesn't have a trinket for it. Duplin is going to be able to approach. Not going to have the most uptime on that stun with the damage. But at least he's able to get right on top of Saber without a parry available. I think it's going to be Execute. Does deny this stun for just... Oh, what the? Ha! I guess he had a bleed on the guy. Cold blood, hot steel. Hot steel, cold blood. No. Hot blood, cold steel. Right? I think so. You can tell I'm a Fury Warrior main right here, boys. Duplin going up versus ET next. ET's just getting shredded. I don't know what Duplin got going on. I don't know what kind of weapons he's got going on. They're extra sharp. He's got weights in his weapons. He's got weights in his boots. This man has been practicing, dude. He's been doing some Super Saiyan weight his body, and as soon as he gets in arena, takes everything off. He swings fast. He swings harder than ever before. He actually just does it so effortlessly, shredding through these plate classes like it's nothing. He should change his name to the goddamn Shredder. Duplin is about to get an Execute onto Itsugi. Is that going to be a big old 1v5? Is Duplin going to be able to land it? Is that a big old 1v5, Duplin? Is that a big old... Duplin? That's 7 million damage. You and Cat had the longest fucking duel in a long while. But that's 7 million damage. Pumping it. Somebody give him a roll. Somebody give him a roll of champion in these goddamn duels. This man deserves it. Hot blood, eh? Yeah, hot blood. Because I was thinking cold blood, that doesn't make sense. Cold steel, hot blood makes sense. Is that a hot blood, cold steel? Or cold steel, hot blood? Either way. Damn. Worried about survival, how on the left, sadly? It's okay. It's good to have him play at least once. Maybe he's a busy guy, you know what I mean? But I got a boy defused in here. Alrighty. Sounds good. Sounds good. Guess he answered the question about Sport Pod. Yeah. Wait, did Duplin use the Sport Pod? I don't think he did. Did he? Oh, it doesn't show me the heal, the health. I know he's got Cut of Death. Oh, that Cut of Death is huge. That's what killed people. It wasn't even Gushing Wound. It was Cut of Death. No wonder. I was thinking it would kill them. I was thinking Gushing Wound from the trait. But it isn't. Of course he did. Did he? I didn't notice. Yikes. Alrighty, let's get another one going, boys. Let's get another one going. We just played. It was Kachikan and Maklupi. So we can get Night Raven in back in. And we can get Nerflicium. Fast as fuck, boys. I don't know if we're a win. Okay, everybody who has a group, message me right now in real ID. I don't know if Rowan has a group. And they said ready recently. I know Nerflicium has a group. I know Night Raven has a group. And I know that Maklupi has a group. If you have a group right now, whisper me right now. Have a group right here. I know Ath also has a group. Don't have one at the moment? Okay, perfect. Skeet, I don't think he has one. Can we go to the next duels? I don't know if he has a new one or not. Snoopy here to play. We didn't get to play. Limpa Liam didn't get to play? I thought it was you guys that didn't get to play. What? Oh, your group didn't get to play, but your warrior did. Okay, I see what you mean. I feel like there's so many groups, eventually my eyes are just gonna look in all the different directions like a fucking alien. Keeping up with you guys sometimes is tough. It's hot out here. Alright, let's get Night Raven in, because I know he's been waiting. Night Raven, Limpa Liam's group didn't get to play, but no, they're getting back in. They're getting back in. I want to Atherman as lead for that other team. I don't know if Skeeter got a group. What's supposed to be me versus Cat? Was it Maklupi versus Cat? So did I kill wrong people? Take us versus Atha? Let's get Night Raven versus Atha and Maklupi versus Cat. How does that sound? So you guys actually get to play one another. Yeah, my bad. I queued against the wrong people. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Dynamo. Demon Hunter class, such a joke. It's me, by the way. Relieve, aka Just Vanish. Oh, that's Vanish? I didn't know that was Just Vanish. What the fuck? Vanish, you should have told me that was you. What the fuck? I thought it was a Demon Hunter main. No, it's just Vanish. So it's a really good player that plays Rogue mostly on a Demon Hunter. Oh my god. Dude, how you doing? Hope you're having a good one. Holy shit. He has 100% cool tier and even the mustache. What's up, dude? How you doing, my man? Somebody 1v5 today? Dude, they're pumping him out, dude. These big boys are in here. They're wanting in. They want to get in and do some damage. Greetings out. What's up, Chill Bane? How you doing, my man? I'm in a group, but I don't have your ID. Dimitar, it's Dalaran hashtag 1340. Dalaran, like the city, hashtag You know what it looks like. You know what a hashtag looks like. 1, 3, 4. Big old goose egg. 0. Alrighty, boys. Switch. We got ourselves Team Red with Canny trying out more of the Frost. He's eventually going to do it. We got ourselves Defused playing that Elemental, it looks like. We got ourselves Fortune, Snoopy going first, and Doka versus Team Blue with Atham Men. We got Karen in the back hooking a 5. We got Chets going up versus Arcade Mage. Fast Boy playing the Fast Boy. Wow. It's a Fast Boy, but it's a small boy on a good boy. He's a Fast Boy, but he really is a small boy on a good boy. Dude, so many good boys in here. And we got ourselves Not So Big. Yeah, he's not looking that big. He's not looking that. He's not so big. Oh, Snoopy already getting barraged with those arcane missiles by Chats. Who's going for some damage? But with the Underrod Trinket for Snoopy, that's going to be quite rough. Man, everybody running that Underrod Trinket for duels. Now, is that a good trinket for arenas? Like maybe 2v2s I could see it, but 3s. Is that a good trinket? I mean, it's survivability, right? So heal has to do less. Cyclotronic going to be free for Chets, since Snoopy did Skull Bash him on one of the other spells. That's going to be a Crucible onto Chets right after. Chets is going to have... He's got his work cut out for him, dude. It's a massive arena, which I think favors a Feral Druid. And it's a Feral with an Underrod Trinket. Chets literally has a work cut out for him. I wish you the best of luck, but I think you could do it, my man. It's going to be Snoopy getting that wall up and running. Try to get a Skull Bash on the Chets. Didn't happen. And I believe the Underrod proc, you can actually steal. Chet's going to go for the Ice Block a little bit early. Playing really ballsy here. Trying to catch up on the health as soon as he can with the Crucible to follow. Hopefully you have a chance, my man. Not going to let the Feral get the opener at least. Skull Bash does connect us, so it's going to be quite huge. Put himself completely out of all the arcane spells. Arcane missiles are going to be free though. Snoopy got the bleeds rolling though. He's just shredding through the cloth right now. Big bite right after. I think he's feeling pretty confident. No Ice Block needed for Chets. Doesn't even have one. I think he might be out of options here. Trying to blink away from the cat. That's all he could really do. Shield does come in. That's about all he has in terms of shields. Needs to steal that Underrod proc. That's going to be heals. But I think it's going to be down for the count, man. I think you can yoink the Underrod proc. I could be wrong. Maybe it's not worth. Maybe the heals doesn't actually do anything. Maybe all you do is deny the heal for whoever gets the proc. Maybe. That was hard, dude. Snoopy. He's already a good Feral, but he's so tanky with that trinket, man. You know? He's so tanky. If the Feral wins, I'll start leveling Druid in Classic. Okay, so you're Classic. Oh, no. Good luck. I hope you enjoyed. Athaman having to go for Shield of Vengeance with those thorns up and running. Snoopy can just sit right in front of him. Took quite a bit of Shield of Vengeance damage. That's going to be instant bubble for Atha. Look at just how much damage. He can just sit on top of people. He doesn't have to hide. He doesn't have to run away. He can just stand toe to toe with people and just sit there pounding damage into them with the Underrod Trinket proccing for him. Doesn't have to worry about the healing. Doesn't have to worry about peeling away. But then again, he was a good Feral to begin with. He already could do that. It's just that Underrod Trinket lets him just stay super hyper offensive. After trying to deny the opener, re-opener by Snoopy. That's so many bleeds just riding him down, trying to stay on the Feral as best as he can. Denying him the reset. Snoopy actually taking quite a bit of damage there. Bob coming out for Athel, looking to maybe close out the game. Has a horse available one more time. Snoopy pre-wall his damage, trying to juke past Athel, couldn't get away into a Hodge. Has nothing for this. Has Thorns though. Is Athel having enough damage? Wings are up, trying to end him. Ready to bash. No! No, my God, the bash. He doesn't end them. He doesn't end it. Oh my God, if only he had a trinket for the bash or something. If only he had adaptation back up, it would have been the kill. Oh, one thing I saw Athaman do, he used AoE instead of Templar's Verdict single target. He used Divine Storm instead of Templar's Verdict. I don't think he had enough holy power for Templars. I think he only had a proc for Divine. And you hope that maybe that would be enough to kill. Maybe a Crusader strike into a Templars might have been the chance, but Snoopy would have had a defensive for that anyway. That's going to be another Thorns, and Athaman does not have a Shield of Vengeance for the Thorns yet. So it's best to Hodge the Feral and reset on him. Man, Snoopy is just continuing to shred the guy. The plate class with those bleeds up and running, there's not a lot you can do. All he has to do is live 10 seconds until his shield event is back up. Can he do it? Trying to get a flash of light. No skull bash available for Snoopy. Does go for a big old bite. Bash to Atho. Adaptation does get procced out. Shield event is back up though. Does he go for it? He does go for it. Maybe this way he can get some damage in. If that shield can pop as he gets wings up and running, Snoopy, he might stand a chance. Shields are up and running. Shield does get to pop. Does he get a Hammer of Justice here? Pony up, maybe. The pony is up. Hammer of Justice might end this. That's going to be a wall and trinket for Snoopy. Trying to stay as offensive as possible. Atho is looking to close out the game. Still could go for a full set of wings. He still could go for full real wings. Thorns are up on Snoopy though, and cannot hit those thorns. Trying to get against Skull Bash, not going to get to dodge that Skull Bash. That's going to be a big old double bite. And Atho accepted it. Atho accepted it. Man. That underdog trinket just makes it so... he just stay in the game the whole time. He doesn't need to leave. No resets ever needed. That's going to be not so big. Playing that sub rogue. Gonna go for big cooldowns here. Cheap shot onto Snoopy with... oh my god, is he going to be able to one-shot Snoopy? Stun available. Trinkets out of that second stun. No wall, no pre-wall is available for Snoopy. Second cheap shot. Does he have enough? Second wall, second cheap shot yet again. Snoopy's still super low in health. Shadow step it to stay on Snoopy. He's going to use those crucibles defensively. Maybe another shadow step. Blind to Snoopy while he's low. Then under a trinket. Oh, look at that heal from the Underrot. If you ever want to see just how much he heals for, that's how much he does. That's a 4% dampening. He is going to get himself a Nightblade, Shadow Strike. Thorns are up. Could cloak it right now if you wanted to. Needs to stay on top of Snoopy as best he can. Next stun could be the end right here. It's going to go. Did he vanish? He vanished to get a Shadow Strike off. Using a Crucible offensive at Snoopy. Snoopy trying to get back in there. Maybe he can get a next stun onto the Rogue. Does get a stun on Rogue. He doesn't have a trinket. Snoopy might be able to go for a big old bite right now. Could he end the Rogue right here? This is going to go for Crucibles. Bleeds are up and running. Back into bear form. That's going to be maybe Cloak of Shadows for not so big. He does burn a cloak. Does burn a sprint. Snoopy looking to reset. Can the shot? Does not so big have the damage here? It doesn't look like he does. It does not look like he does. Whatever damage he had in the opener could have been it. But he missed his cheap shots. So this man actually had quite a lot of damage already, but he just... unlucky. Just got really unlucky. And Snoopy has dots rolling on so big. Cannot catch a reset. Is trying to see if he can AoE Snoopy, but doesn't matter. That bash is going to secure a kill here, I think. Does land a kidney shot, unless he can go for a reset. He's trying to stay on Snoopy, but he doesn't have the damage. He doesn't have dances. He got him DR'd. Big bite, and that's it. Down you go. That was a good attempt by that sub rogue, man. Good attempt. He did what he could. Unlucky, honestly. Unlucky. Fast Boy is going to be up next, or Carry. Looks like Carry's looking at Fast Boy, but I don't think he wants to go. He's like, I'll sit here. He's like, come on, Fast Boy, it's your turn. He's like, I don't wanna. Oh, now he wants to. Oh, that mount looks cool. I gotta be honest, that mount does look cool. Feral's the best dueling class hands down. They have to be, dude. I think it's between Feral's an overpowered red paladin, like a really solid red paladin with the right setup, or a monk. It has to be one of those three specs. They're insane for duels. Snoopy getting that open onto Fast Boy. He's gonna go for a little bit of defensive. Thorns are up. He's not gonna go for it. He's not gonna do damage. He's just gonna let the leg sweep roll. Oh, getting interrupted on the cast, however, trying to get some heals. And that's gonna be Karma, and he's gonna be Feral running away, getting ruled into Fast Boy immediately. Fast Boy, I don't think was prepared, man. That's a Karma down. So that's your wall down. That's a Karma down. Do you stand a chance? I think he might have given away the strat. He used Karma a little early. But Snoopy just really just leaped up right behind the guy. Pretty far too. Ring of Peace is available. Skull Bash still goes through. So Fastboy can only get himself any kind of heals. Those crucibles, they're just gonna burn right through you. No! Fastboy was not prepared. He was not prepared. Fastboy is a dead boy now. As soon as you saw him Karma that early, that was it, man. That was it. Wait, is he gonna duel Dokkum? It looks like Dokkum wants to be the guy dueling next. Ah, no. At least he sacrifices his corpse. Sorry, guy. Sorry, Fastboy. I too thought it was gonna go differently, but everybody else paid respects to Fastboy. I think it was his first time dueling. Everybody paid respects at least, in their own weird ways, different cultures and stuff. But is Fortune taking a picture of this? He is. What the fuck? What the fuck? Fortune, get out of here. Fortune, leave. At this point, I think you guys are bullying the guy. But it's going to be Snoopy versus Carry. Carry, last man standing, 9 minutes in, dampening quite high. Is going to trinket out of that rake and throw a Stormbolt for Snoopy. Fears him as he tries to get away. Oh, do you look at the carry's health? Barely, Snoopy barely got an opener on the guy, and he's already in such a bad position. That's going to be into a reflect with a blade storm for those thorns. Try to get a piercing howl onto Snoopy, but he got away, and carry is just melting. Snoopy barely touched the guy. Bash to follow. No trinket available. Has to go for Enrage Regeneration. And Snoopy just gonna go for a setup. Full stun. Carry finally able to give himself some heals. But those roots are gonna stop him, preventing him from grabbing the Enrage Regeneration heals. Stormbolt comes out, but that's it, man. Carry can maybe, I was gonna say, stop the opener by the Feral, but not gonna happen. Rampage to follow. That's going to be Underrod proccing yet again for Snoopy. Carry trying to get a Pierce and Howl onto Snoopy. Does at least get a charge heal, but a 30% dampening, making it super hard. Snoopy going to go for a wall right now. Reflect coming out for Carry a little bit early, but Thorns come in for Snoopy right after. Doesn't have a Reflect for those. Actually, Immortal. Because Snoopy already does good damage. And the only thing he now is if he does the Feral with his setup, whatever build he's got going on to make him so tanky, he doesn't need to run anyway. He just needs to stay on and shred people. His bleeds already melt people, but now he's going to add auto attacks in the mix and shreds. He doesn't need to just put a bleeds and run and reset and play defensive. He can just stay in there. I thought that Sub Rogue though had a chance. As soon as he messed up his stunts and as soon as he let the Snoopy land a wall in between of those stuns, that was it, man. That was the chance he had. That was over. Super unlucky. There we go, got 2 new. Alright, let's get Kachikan versus Maklupi next. Give me in, coach. Oh, Skid got a group? Okay, let's get Kachikan and Maklupi, then we'll get Skid against somebody. Trying to get through as many of you guys as I can. I'm having fun with the duels though. We're seeing a lot of Underrods, but we also saw a lot of 1v5s. So, you know, I can't really be that mad. It's absolutely insane. Then again, I'm biased. Underrod Trick needs to be banned from duels. There's no way we'll be able to ban it, Chillbane. Like, if I tell people don't use this trinket, and if people use it, what do we do? Supposed to leave the duel? Make sure people check the bags. I just hope the Blizzard does something to make it less effective for non-tanks. Because I don't think the Underrod Trinket is an issue for, like, competitive arenas, right? It's only really good for duels, right? It does a lot of healing. It's not like it... Like, the Underrod Trinket does a lot of healing, so it supplements for some healing that a player would normally have to do. But they don't have to. So... Like, if the Trinket was a massive... Like, I think Underrod Trinket is still not nearly as bad as some of the COS items. Remember items from Crucible? Like that Trinket... Like, or at least OBOD, that Absorb Shield Trinket. That thing was huge. It's perma shield at all times. Now imagine the Trinket healed him for 100k, or over a long game, and over him dueling how many people? Like 5, right? So that would have been like a full heal and a half, or something. Maybe like 2 full heals basically. But over 5 people. Underrod Trinket is good when there's no dedicated healer. For like a 2v2, like a 2v2s for example, right? We're doing 2v2s. Maybe I could see it. Alrighty, let's get Katrikin in here. Just waiting for the thing to end. Saving the audio for that one. And Maklupi. Can't spell. Called him Maklupti. Spectre made Katrikin Maklupi. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Cool. Perfect, 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 boys. There's a good way to balance the trinket. I would just reduce it like 60% for a non-DPS class in PvP. I think it'll be okay. You're more healing than Underrod Trinket? Well, some classes do have passively more healing, yes, that's true. There's a first weapon from event boss that gives 30-second bleed and 30-second slow. Really? I didn't know. That sounds busted. Sounds like a really good weapon. Maybe somebody will end up getting it and using it. Alrighty, boys. Let's get ourselves a new one going. Yep. Haven't seen this arena in a bit. Is Valzy already popping CDs? Hopefully Valzy doesn't have to go first. Switch. What do we got today? We got ourselves Will on Team Blue. We got ourselves Valzy back here as well. Loopy Hunter and Demore. How you doing, my dude? And we got ourselves Big Papa versus Decapitator. We got ourselves Katchka. We got ourselves Lulu playing that orc now. Pricey in the back. What's up, my dude? And Ragnarok. Yeah, Ragnarok. Witty. Ragnaroti. Is that what it is? I don't. And you got a spider mount. Ugh, I hate spiders. IRL hate spiders, dude. Nothing looks way too realistic. Skyrim spider's not as bad. Speaking about scary, dude, Ragnarok's damage already onto Will, dropping him down to about half-ish health, does get away from the stun with a Blaze Storm, and Ragnarok is flying up in the air, no Second from a distance. Will has to go for a bit of a heal with Enraged Regeneration, needs to recover as much health as he can. Charge heal, at least one more Bloodthirst, my dude, you gotta get another one in there. Hey, recovered some health, but that's gonna be Ragnarok going up in there. That is your health, that is the name, right? Ragnarok. Yes, it is. Will leaping away. Eating a few of those fell lances from a distance. Regenerating. What? How did that stop? Did he put a bleed on you or something? Must have been a crucible or something. And Ragnarok taking out the first one. Will goes down for the count. Demortis is up next with a destruction warlock, dude. It feels like we haven't seen these guys in a long while, right? They're everywhere, but it feels like with those we haven't seen them in a while. Alright, Rag versus Demors is gonna get him into another dot. Mali to follow, and Ragnarok does fell rush a little bit too far out, eating the Casball for free. And does try to get himself a little bit of self-heal, but that Maledict not letting him heal at all. He's gonna be able to use the benefits of that heal over time for a little bit. Second Casball coming out into Ragnarok. No pre-wall available. Fear to fall, another Casball. I think he might be going down here. Barely has any health. Into another Conflagrate as he tries to get over to the Warlock. No more Casballs. So Metamorphosis way past the guy. That's going to be a big port for Demors. Into another. Oh, is he gonna? Oh, Darkness didn't absorb that one. Got super unlucky. Wall for Demors right now as he's trying to pound whatever bit of damage, a few casts that he needs in order to get Ragnarok down. He does get himself Metamorphosis back up. He's still not out of the fight. Succubus EC. One last cast. We're probably gonna end it right here. No, it's not enough. Stun onto Demors on him and the pet. Shadow Fury to follow. Missing Shadow Fury into the prison. Onto Demors. Demors is out in the open. Going for a reflect. Ragnarok is gonna have some of this fell lances reflected. I think this is going to be the end to the Demon Hunter, unless he has another whole trick up his sleeve. And it's going to be Incinerate. I think it's done. Yep, I think it's it. He almost brought it back to him. He almost brought it back. Insane. Catchigan up next was the Destruction Warlock. Alrighty. It's going to get a Conflagrate early onto Cat, rooting him in place. He's still going to stay mounted for a little bit longer. Yet another Conflagrate to stop him, and now the Infernal shows his molten little head. Trying to see if he can beat up Catchigan. That Succubus EC is gonna break to the Infernal though. Fear to follow, Zerker raging out of it. Catchigan probably has to reflect if he needs to for this duel. Fear to follow, no way to stop him. It's going to be reflect for that Casball. Demors feed himself a Casball. Even if he goes for reflect right now, it's not going to reflect damage back to Cat. Reflect goes one way. Catchigan popping out that Entourage Trinket now. It's going to show everybody just how busted this thing is. Casball's to follow, interrupt that Casball with a War Stomp, continuing to pump damage in Demors, and does end up executing him. Catchigan didn't even move anywhere, didn't even get charges back. I think Catchigan is also just gonna stand still and just let people wail on him, let Entourage Trinket do the work. Stun onto Valzi right now. And Catchigan is already starting to get some damage in on him. This is where Rampage comes in. Got himself Reckless is going to. Gonna be another War Stomp by Valzi this time with wings up and running. Hodge and Cat probably shouldn't have went for a War Stomp. That is gonna TR it. Tried to go for a heal right in front of Cat. It's gonna be a pummel. Catchigan is just not even moving. He's just showing everybody just how busted this Entourage Trinket is. Just how easy it is to stand still and just DPS somebody down. He's literally PvEing against him. Valzi is basically a walk-it train dummy. And Catchigan is starting to get somewhat lowish on health. Bob coming out. And Catchigan might be actually in a little bit of danger against the Paladin. Blessing of Protection. But Valzi playing very defensive right here instead. Not going super offensive. Picking up the eyes by accident. So that's going to be 5% extra damage it takes. Catchigan landing so much healing from that Enraged Regeneration. Valzi is in that execute stance right now. Trying to go for a Crucible for himself. Catchigan does get a charge as Valzi does try to sneak away around the corner. Blaze coming up for Cat in case it was going to be Hydro Slow or anything. Valzi does get himself a Warlock House and going Trinket out of the fear to keep pumping along, and Catchigan is just trying to stay on top of the guy. Reflect available in case a Hodge comes out. Valzi popping the bubble, trying to go for Flash of Lights. And Catchigan is just like, yeah, go ahead, bubble coming out. He's just making it look too easy. He's just making it look way too easy, man. Hodge onto Cat, he gets himself another Underrod proc. Flash of Lights back to back, and Catchigan is just unstoppable right now with this thing. Only thing he could be done is just kite him, slow him. That's all he can do. Valzi getting another eye for an eye right now, and Catchigan starting to take a little bit of damage now that he's attacking Valzi with that eye for an eye, reflecting most of the damage back, or countering most of the damage back. Valzi getting hit with a Stormbolt. Catchigan I feel like Kachika needs to get a lot of that damage rolling after Rampage, right? Because then you get a full big burst of damage. Because then as it feels like Kachika gets a Stormbolt, and then he's still building up rage, still getting up all the resources rolling. It's almost like it takes him quite a second. Vazzy, I think, tried to go for a Hodge to Cat, or was it an execution sentence? Hopefully it wasn't a Hodge, otherwise he's done. He's out of cooldowns. Kachika just tried to slowly but surely whittle him down. Is going to get a Reflect rolling in case Vazzy got anything. I guess maybe Judgment to reflect him back. He doesn't execute range. Kachika is going to try to see if he can get a War Stop rolling. Interrupt him on cast. Just stood still. And just DPS'd him. Sell that on the freaking re. Oh my god. I don't know what you do 100's dial away. Oh yeah, you like that? Demos did pretty good, man. Demos did do pretty good. And Big Papa is up next as another Fury Warrior, giving Kachika a bit of a bow. Kachika's like, alright, let's get in there. Let's start this. Let's do this. Maybe now he wants to go for a bow. Popping that Rampage. He's literally just RP walking. He's just going to stand still and beat up Big Papa. Papa is actually going to try to be a bit... Kachika's literally RP walking. He's trying to make this duels harder for himself with his underrun trinket. Another proc right here. Look at that heal. Boo. And probably stacks a lot of versatility too, so that does a massive amount of healing. Big Papa landed a charge heal onto Kachika, trying to maintain his health against Cat for a little bit. Rampage to follow right after. Landing a charge in. Kachika just popping a Rampage, just standing still. Just Kachika, at least move around a little. It's so sad watching Cat just walking around while dueling. He's literally RP walking. At least move around a little. At least act a little lively. It's depressing. Oh my god. That underrun trinket makes things so... too much. Too much. I can't stop laughing half the time, man. Oh no. This is insane. I don't see rogues using it too, you know? I mean, rogues don't have it as a loot tail, but if you go with a tank or something, you could get it. I don't ever see rogues using it. Kachika landing a Stormbolt onto Big Papa. Maybe this way he can go for some damage. Trying to get another Rampage in there. Bloodthirst could go. But their health is just not going anywhere. It just halted. God. Can I check a drop? Yeah, some DPS can get it, like a Red Paladin, Warrior, Demon Hunter, Monk. You can definitely get that to drop. Rogue, you will need like a tank to get it to drop for you or something. Because you can't get it on your loot table, but you can still use it if somebody trades it to you. Yeah, this is insane. This is actually a little bit busted. Just a little busted. But eventually dampening kicks in, so I think people do die, right? I mean, technically. My name is Ragnar, not Ragnarok. Oh, my bad, dude. Ragnar. That'll work. I thought Ragnar K, like almost like Ragnarok, but the WT didn't make any sense. But yeah. Let's see bets, boys. Who do you think is gonna win, Kachika or Big Papa? And how long is it gonna take? That's another bet. 15 minutes, 50 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. At this point, this is just ridiculous. How to get in some games? Join an LFG. We're doing them on EU right now. More than welcome to join on LFG. Best DKU here. Best DK would be either it's a close tie between Chill Bane and Chill Pills. Well, the Chill Bane I think been out for a bit, but definitely can get there. It's such a close game between those two though. I think I can't even decide which one it is. I can't even decide. Chill one of them. One of the chills that we got in here. Either one of them would be able to help you out if you got questions, my dude. Big Papa looking like he might get executed here. Charge back into Kachika. 9 minutes in, 25% dampening. Finally, we've seen Big Papa taking quite a bit of damage. Finally, Kachika got himself Rampage rolling. Does he have enough damage to continue on here? Does he have enough to take down Big Papa? Execute comes in and Kachika. It's just a long, long game for him to take down this guy. Where's Lippy Hunter? Oh, there he is. Good luck. Good luck. Kachika literally just showing us here. Wait, somebody knock you back? Oh yeah, Ring of Peace is like, go on, say hello. It's almost like it's it's almost like it's a guy trying to talk to a girl, and one of the other guys is like, you know, you're approaching slow and just push you, just go, man, just go. And they're in the back watching. How's he doing? You got a number yet? Is Kachika retiring? Is he going away? Kachika, I think you should be the next one to duel, right? What? No? Wait, okay, I guess he's just like, alright, DK, you get to duel him. What's going on? I guess, like, you know what, it's not even gonna be fair. I'm done. I gotta retire this trinket, dude. It's too powerful. It's too powerful to be contained. DK Rapitor. Decapitator. Why do they call him Rapitor? That made no sense. He's gonna be popping more pets. No Army of the Dead yet, I don't think. Doesn't look like it was. Maybe in a bit. Does have Abomination for that. Dire Bastard is dropping out. Death and Decay. Loopy Hunter is going to be able to bail out of there immediately. Big knockback for Decapitator, but still standing in there. Stunning to Decapitator. His health is not looking that good though, but Loopy isn't either. No Turtle Shell actually might be going down. And Decapitator sees a little bit more damage. Last Death Goal, and down he goes. Yeah, I was Kachkan with 3.6. Kachkan, I want to see how much healing that Underrod did. Can you send me your details? Using the add-on details, can you send me how much healing you did that game? I want to see how much. Like, just mouse over, just open up details or SATA, whatever you use. Go to the healing part, mouse yourself over, left click so I can see the details of your details. I want to see this. I actually want to see. DVG in a tag? Yeah. Ready here, got 2 new, I reset it, sorry. Oh, does anybody in your group have it maybe? Maybe somebody in your group tracked it. Ask him. Because I do want to see just how much healing he did for you. This is the raw number. You guys are seeing my UI freak out, by the way, right? Yeah, my UI is freaking out, dude. It's doing some crazy shit right now. See my UI just flash? I have no idea why. I think it's because of the spectator mode that we use. Some bugs with it, but you know what? It used to crash, and now it just freaks out. I'm okay with it freaking out as long as no crashes. Jesus, get me in, coach. Sorry, hold on. Yeah. Send it to me in a DM, or have somebody else send me in DM. Most of you guys should be able to add me on Discord. Let's get Skeet in here. He's been waiting this whole time. Skeet versus Limp and Liam is ready. I think Lish is ready. Let's get Limp and Liam. Most of his people didn't get to play Limp and Liam. Can you want to 1v1 me by the end? For it? Yeah, we could. We could if Kenny wants to actually 1v1 you. Kenny, the mage, right? Mage versus monk. That could do it. How do you join? Join one of the LG groups, my man. Join one of the LG groups. Yeah, Duels 6 a long 3 hours in. Dude, yeah, that one was so long. That last one, dude. What is this team of rogues on Team Blue? What is this? Team Variety on Team Red. I like seeing that. We got Hamburger in there. We got Relive. I don't know. 2 Demon Hunters. I don't know. I think the match was already set. It was already rigged from the start. When you say 2 Demon Hunters on the team. Alrighty, boys. Switch. Who do we got? We got Team Red with Genjitsu, with Hamburger. We got ourselves Relive in here. We got ourselves Skeet, and we got ourselves Voodoo. Hopefully this member we actually get a chance to play. Playing that enchantment, Shaboy. And we got ourselves Alma Palma. That's so hard to say for some reason. Caligola. We got ourselves also Mordor. We got ourselves Pica Pillow and Reptiles. I want to go to Reptiles. Because you riding a reptile, your pet is a reptile. You got reptiles on your shoulders, and your name is Reptiles. It's almost on purpose. Alpalama playing that outlaw is going to be a little bit hard against. Who is it going up against? This Relive? No, it's actually going to be Genjitsu versus Alpa Palma. That's going to be tough to say a name. Alps. Parry coming out for the rogue. It's going to be a parry from above for the Demon Hunter. Is Alpa going to go for a vanish? No. Goes for a vanish very late. Does get himself a concoction. I would have went full line of sight or immediate vanish in that situation. I feel like a vanish was not necessary. You might need it for later. Sap onto Genjitsu. If you get yourself a good set of buffs, would you roll? You got yourself a really good buffs. Hey, you actually got yourself a really good sustained setup. So you actually can stay in with Genjitsu, get double stuns, got Genjitsu down to about half his shell before his stun came out by the DH. And that's going to be a blur up and running for Genjitsu for a little bit. Does yoink himself out of there with a grapple hook, trying to bail away, lagging a little bit. Is going to use Crucible for a self-heal, trying to get away from Genjitsu, blind to follow. Is going to be able to catch a reset. If you got yourself like a really solid buff, really good setup, maybe Plunder Armor or something, you could technically one-shot this guy if you got some Crucibles to throw at him. But it doesn't look like you do. Then I don't know if a blind was a good idea, but that is a full metamorphosis. The thing is, with Genjitsu being a Demon Hunter, every time he does I-Beam, he gets meta. So it's going to be really rough to deal with. Sap and Genjutsu won't be able to get any gouges. Hopefully he still has a decent buff with him. Is going to get a stun back up with a Crucible to follow right after. Darkness coming down. This was a rogue you definitely want to peel out of. The Genjutsu wants to fight you while in darkness. Is going to be able to clip you with an eye beam from the darkness. Alma Palma. Getting a gouge, short gouge, needs to keep a slow into Genjutsu at all times. And pistol shots are very important. Demon Hunters can run fast unless they're slowed. Otherwise, they will always catch up to you. It's going to be a bit of a blade rush after a stun. Getting Genjutsu low does proc out one of their traits. Could go for a vanish here. Grapple and a vanish. I would have just gone for immediate vanish at that point. Because I feel like there's just too many cooldowns being used. And somehow getting out of stealth. And a re-stealth? What? Did you have with a Crucible or something? I don't know how you got out of stealth, got hit with a Crucible and re-stealth. Unless it was a weird visual bug or something. I have no idea. Alma gets a stun into Genjutsu, forcing a trinket out of him. Genjutsu said, you know what? I have some cooldowns. I'm gonna go in. Have Blur up and running, parry up and running for the rogue though. Could maybe get some combo points. Gen is just trying to take away any kind of buffs, and Gen is gonna go down with a blade rush at the end. Alma ended up living through a Demon Hunter. Very well done. Next up, however, is going to be Skeet playing that assassination rogue that does have a massive advantage over an outlaw rogue, but not completely undoable. Skeet needs to play right. It's his game to lose. For Alma, he might lose for the lack of health, and going for that double concoction is a bad idea out in the open like that. Go road though, you could gouge it. No, doesn't get the gouge. That's going to be a cheap shot by Skeet with the Crucible to follow. Got some cooldowns rolling. Blind on Skeet. He trinkets out of a kidney shot onto Alpha. Very, very short. No, and down you go. It was Skeet's game to lose, and he did not lose it. He did it right. Alma though, I probably would have waited far away maybe, and then get yourself concoctions, got yourself a heal rolling. I think it's never worth coming out of south like that. What? It looks like Caligo or Mordar picked up the eyes and shot a step to Skeet. Is that what happened? I think that's exactly what happened. Why don't you throw a knife at him? You could have thrown a dagger at the guy to take him out of stealth. What? I'm sorry, what? Alright, now the rogues are navigating into the eye. These guys, if I was a rogue, I'd be hanging up by the eye, I'd be camping that thing, dude. I'd be camping it like in the new Call of Duty. It looks like he's going to pick up the eye, should be able to see Skeet, should be able to get him out of stealth. And Skeet is going to shot us up to one of the allies in the room. Mordar, if you can just throw a knife at him, you'll find him. Actually, it doesn't look like he knows where he's at. Skeet is doing a good job hiding way back there in the back of the room. No! Mordar, you gotta target the guy and you gotta look for him. Oh my god, Skeet, just hide behind the dragon's wing. Right next to each other, sap one another. No, I didn't get a sap. I wanna see them both sap one another, man. They're next to each other. They know that they're there. They heard the ooh, like the rogue sound. The I think that's what it sounds like. Fun fact, while we're waiting this guy. Did you know that the rogue style sound was originally a bug sound? It wasn't a real sound. It was just a rogue with all the buffs. And when they get near somebody and you see them out of stealth for a second, or see them stealthing, for a second you hear all the buffs for rogue being applied at the same time. And that's what creates that iconic rogue stealth sound. And Blizzard ended up using that as a bug sound and made it a real sound. So originally that wasn't a real sound until later. Isn't that a cool fun fact? Are the guys back up? They should be coming back up soon. So these guys are going to be here for a bit. Any chance I can get in? I'm new. More than welcome to my mem. Are you here on Never New Warlocks? We just had one the other game. Had a Warlock the other day. We were set of the day, but I'm sure you how live proof busted it is. Yeah, I just wanted to see the actual raw number. Like we saw what we saw on screen. I just wanted to see the raw number. And more guy hanging out by the eye. Expecting Skeet to be there. Where is Skeet? Skeet is all the way in Africa, dude. Skeet is nowhere. So if Morgar were to just pick up the eye, he would have no idea. Maybe? He's apprehensive. He doesn't want to do it. He's waiting. He's camping. But Skeet just has no idea that he's supposed to be near the eye. So that's literally just like, Skeet just doesn't have the same experience on a rogue. Oh, maybe he does. Nope, he sees the other eye. He doesn't think about camping it. Oh, now he's camping it. No, now he's gonna pick it up. Vanish. Does he vanish it? No, he does not vanish it. Morgar should see where Skeet is at. Skeet knows exactly where he's at. Morgar has the opener. Skeet did use vanish. Skeet has the opener. Morgar didn't pick up the eye. Garrod coming out, didn't respond to it fast enough. Cheap shot, and Skeet finally gets to open up. 6 minutes. You had to make us wait that long? Come on, boys. Mordar's already taken so much damage in the opener. Safety Trinket proccing out right now. Evasion and Cloak of Shadows immediately popping out as soon as he gets a chance. And Skeet is going to respond with his own evasion. Mordgar is so behind. Might be able to get a blind on Skeet if he doesn't run away. And Skeet looking like he might be able to catch a reset. Mordgar still might have dots on him. Does he? Clean. It looks like Skeet is the one with dots. Does get a Phantom Knives. Go roll into Mordgar. So Mordgar didn't even get a normal opener to Skeet. Skeet literally was the guy with dots. Phantom knifed him. That's going to be blind on the Skeet. However, Mordgar, do you have enough health to live this though? Using a Crucible defensively. He does not have enough health. Shadow stepping, not even catching restealth. I don't know what happened. Mordgar, I don't know what happened. But down you go. Damn. I thought he was maybe going to go for a restealth. Maybe get a sap with the Skeet. Because a blind is best to follow with a sap. At least this is what I would do. Reptiles, though. Go on, go to Reptiles again. Reptiles is going to be up next with the Skeet. Skeet able to build comp points freely off of the pet, and Reptiles is going to pull the pet back. Robin needs to stay on top of Skeet, not letting the rogue re-stealth. But Reptiles decided, you know what? I'm okay with him re-stealthing. I'm okay with that. Because I got my own cooldowns. Does he see him? Oh, he does mark. I forgot he has a mark shot. I forgot he has Hunter's mark. I thought he was, actually couldn't see him. That was a quite nice opener for Reptiles though. Double aim shot, rapid fire a little bit. Does get a Crucible. How are you hitting him with a Crucible how are you hitting him with a Crucible while he's got, what is that magic trick right there? You hit him with a Crucible while he's scattered shot. Is that like a stun now? What? I don't understand. That's going to be a no-name shot. How is Skeet still alive? Rapid fire to follow. Down he goes. As he gets himself a vanish off at the end. Reptiles. How? You should do this to everybody now. Hit him with a scatter shot. Crucible, Crucible. What? That's nutty. Voodoo is up next, playing that enhancement Shaboy. Playing that enchantment Shaboy. Has a bunch of traps on top of him. Gonna roll into that freezing trap, and Reptiles will be able to get an opener. Actually, Reptiles goes for a full camo. Could he get a full trinket setup that he wanted to? Freezing trap onto Voodoo, so next scatter shot isn't gonna keep him long there. That's crazy. I told you Panda's the best MM. Maybe. He just might be. He just might be. He just might be. Needs to get a Hunter's Mark. I think he can still get a Hunter's Mark even in the opener. This is where Reptiles is going to go for the full opener. That's the aim shot with a rapid fire onto Voodoo. Just a bunch of hits back to back. Should have gotten himself a Hunter's Mark, 5% more damage on the Voodoo. And now he's got back there with a pet. This is where Reptiles is going to try to get onto the Voodoo. He needs to keep him slowed as best as possible. He is going to be slowest coming in for both of them. Voodoo does get his Ghost Wolves up and running. Try to get a knockback onto the Shaboy. Did not help, however. Has a freezing trap in the corner. That's going to be scatter shot. Crucible. He actually had to trinket out of that scatter shot. Double Crucible did actually work. What is this magic trick? Aim shot and Voodoo is actually super low in health. Cannot go anywhere. A few more arcane shots would have done the trick. Voodoo is going to go for a little bit of healing, but this higher dampening, not a lot he can really do. Can he maybe get any damage onto Reptiles? Can't even interrupt the cast there. Freezing trap to put him in place. And aim shot is going to take him out. Bap. Wow. Is Marksman having a real spec now? Could it be? It's going to be an opener by Hamburger. They're going to take down the killing spree of Reptiles. Reptiles barely had any health. That's going to be Crucible. Yeah, look at that. Scatter shot and you can Crucible into it. And Reptiles died. What were those bleeds? Hamburger, what were those bleeds? You just bled him up. And Pika Pillar's next. Pika is sticking to that Boomkin gameplay. You decided to go play a Feral. Gonna be a disarm onto Hamburger. Not gonna stop, but still is gonna be able to land those bash. Crucible, getting those bleeds up and running. Root him to Pika Pillar from a distance. I don't know what you trinket. I think did it trinket a root? I think he might have trinketed a root. Is that what happened? Is it trinketed something instantly? What was that? It's gonna pick a pillow with a bar skin right now. Try to go for a little bit of damage in the Hamburger, but being in Boomkin form doesn't do a lot. There's so much damage taken. No bar skin available. If he doesn't have like a self heal available just to keep pumping himself full of heals, and it does seem like renewal is down. There's really little he can do against a Feral Druid. Keeping up Moonfire and Sunfire is the only thing he can do to at least stop the opener. Rooting him is super difficult because he's just gonna power shift out of it. Bash is the only thing he might have, but I don't know if he runs Bash. Thorns is up, and the Hamburger is just simply not going to hit you into that. This way, you might want to go for a bit of a heal, but I think maybe... I guess he died to a bleed, or he died to the trinket going down. Either way. That was pretty quick. Caligola is up next versus Hamburger, landing the killer shot onto the bad boy. That's gonna go for Thorns immediately. Also, did he use a trinket? I think he used a trinket to increase his health. He looks a little redder than usual. Or maybe not. Maybe he goes for frenzy regeneration. He could be. It could be. Caligola did not get the opener he wanted though. Was that a vendetta on him too? I don't think it was. Get a shot coming out. No, cheap shot coming out. He's gonna at least get himself dots up and running. He can maybe get some base dots going and then get himself a full kidney shot later. He's gonna go for a kidney right now with a Mark 5 Venom, but Hamburger barely took damage from it. Skull Bash to catch up to Caligola. He's gonna get all the bleeds up and running. Big bite to follow into a War Stomp, and I don't even know what happened to the Rogue. I honestly don't even know what happened to that Rogue. He kind of just melted. Huh. Crazy. Crazy. What the fuck? What the hell? Legit hear the dude or see him or one through him. What? Yeah, you can always go on Daz's Discord. Yeah, if you guys want to meet one another, Daz, my Discord if you want to do that. Yo, that was nutty. That was nutty. I don't even know what to say about that duel, dude. That was just... I don't know what to say about that one. I'm out of words. 29, that's 30. EU caught up to the 30, boys. That's a lot of duels back to back, man. What do you want for 1v1? We could do 1v1s now, I guess. Ready again. Wait, hold on, chat. What do you guys want to see? You want to see a 1v1 or more 5v5 1v1s? What do you guys want to see? A 1v1 duel or more 5v5 1v1s? Be quick, I smell food. Be quick, boys. I smell food. I smell dinner and I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to log off, get some grub, get back to playing classic, continue on what me and Kren were doing from earlier, and then maybe hop on, do some keys with the guildies. I think that'd be good. Friday, so free day. Plus the keys are really not bad. 1v5 fight me. 5v5. Alright, let's get another 5v5 going then. My group died. It's okay, Limp and Liam. We got Catchkin's group. Who else got a group for another 5v5 1v1 duel? Who else got a group? We got Cat. We got 2 new. 1 didn't get to play. Perfect. Perfect. Kenny, let Kenny play. He's so good. Yo, Kenny wants to duel Fortune. So we're gonna have a monk versus mage. Random arenas. Or if they want to do specific arenas, they can. I got someone new. The whole group died. It's a good, Limp and Liam. Don't worry about it, man. I only have 1 left. It's okay, my guy. So is it Skeets group or Sketchkin, I guess? Let's Skeet play again, please. Rowan, yeah? Earl Druid or Monk for melee PvP? Both of them are pretty good for duels. Still ready. Maclupi still got a group. We got Maclupi and Cat. Did Maclupi and Cat already play one another, though? I guess we could have them go again, right? Same group, sadly, because it's late. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. Both of those are not amazing for raids or dungeons. Most people don't look for them as the best melee in the game right now. But for PvP, they're pretty good. Like a good monk is always going to have a place in a raid or a dungeon. A good feral, same thing. But that means you do have to put an extra effort into your spec. A lot more effort. I can give Frost advice, but Chill Pills is a one-trick Frost DK. That's a mythic raider and a higher raider than Frost and me at the moment. Probably higher XP than Chill Pills if you count. Another expect, so ask him. I think getting I think getting a question from both Death Knights would be a good idea, you know? Be like, yo, Chill Pills, what would you say? Have him answer. Yo, Chill Bait, what would you say? Ask him a question, have the answer. Take both of those answers, find the middle ground in between them both, because they probably have something both to share. Monk DPS are really bad this tier. They're going to be a little bit better. They're just lacking on single target. Blue Mythic Parses on Behemoth is 30k DPS, for example. Wait, what are the purple Parses? They're not that. They can't be that bad, dude. Hold on. What are the Monk Parses? I want to see. I'm interested now. Let's go to Eternal Palace. Let's go rankings for bosses. So let's do Monk. Guess Walker. Just actually, let's do all monks. I wonder if like a Brewmaster or Mystery Rare ever did more damage. So 56 is not bad. That's really not a bad number for a pure single target fight, right? Like this fight here. Let's go to this just so we can see like what trades they use. So you're running Rock Boy, Ancient Flame, and Strife. And really, Cyclotronic, is that the best? Wait, is everybody running Cyclo? Is that good? No way. I guess that's as much damage doing that Touch of Death, yeah? Okay, Radiance of Ajara. 57. You would think that would be a little bit more because of AoE, for at least a little bit of moment. 49 here. Yeah, but Blackwater Behemoth is... So they don't seem like the worst. Yeah, they don't seem the worst. They seem far from worst. The damage here is not bad either, though. Queen's Court, I would think there'd be... Yeah, they're a little bit down on Queen's Court for sure. Compared to some of the other classes. They're really not that bad, like when it comes to top tier games, top tier damage, right? But they were like a top tier, right? So that is a bit of an outlier. Let me do this. Yeah, so in the first boss, they're third from the bottom. That'll probably be more of a better suit to separate them against other classes, you know what I mean? Not the worst on Radiance, at least. Behemoth is... Again, there's other classes that are much worse than Behemoth. Lady Ashvane, this should be decent. Okay, Lady Ashvane. I thought that would be decent. How is Subrogue up here? How is Subrogue up here? Hello? At this point, I'm starting to question the validity of these logs. Zakul. Hey, they're not bad on Zakul. Lots of AoE there. Queen Ajara. How many parses for monks is there? 90 parses. Okay, there's at least more monks that have seen Queen Ajara Mythic than sub-rogues. There's only 5 sub-rogues that have seen Ajara Mythic. They've parsed it. Or 6 Demonology Warlock. Or 7 Survival Hunters. What about Arcane Mage? They got Fire Mage, 1,000 of them. Arcane, where's that? Arcane, 7. Wait, 34. Wow. So there's other specs that are definitely much worse than a monk. That's for sure. 90 parses. You're not in the thousands, you know, like a Shadow Priest or a Fire Mage or Balance Druid. Or what is it? Let's go to 1,000 here too. BM Hunters, Assassin Rogues. Or Affliction Warlocks. Or Destruction Warlocks. As more Frost Death Knights. So, yeah. But still, I don't know. Yeah, they're definitely not top tier. But I still give it a lot of respect for anyone who plays them, man. Message him. There we go. What are the parses? Parses are... What are parses? Parses is basically just how much damage you've done for the fight. So, if you're trying to parse for a fight, you're trying to do the most amount of damage. And you can compare those parses against other people. It gives you an idea like how much damage somebody did. It records like how much damage they did for the fight. And it records you the full fight itself. Lots of detail. So they both Death Knight spec struggling single target A were really good. Yeah, Frost Death Knight is insanely good for Ajara. The amount of damage you can do with your massive, like what the dragon that comes down. There's a perfect couple of opportunities where you can just blast a couple of adds all at the same time and do so much damage. But yeah, hopefully the next patch makes them a little bit stronger with the new gear and essences. I'm hoping, and you know, gear and essences and weapons too. Because Frost should be really good with the new weapons. Secret quest and new player. Oh yeah. Secret quest and new player. Alrighty. We're gonna do, I think, Kachik and Maklupi, yeah? Let's get him a go again. Probably the DK scaling too. Yeah, but we'll see. Like, this will be the last raid, so this will be like the highest scaling of the expansion. I'm thinking Sub-Rogue should be a lot better by then, but if they're not, then their scaling is off. Because I feel like a lot of the classes' scaling is off. It feels like all the classes that have been really strong so far have been insane. The only one that actually changed in scaling was Survival Hunter, went from best single target spec and Marksman becoming the best single target spec. So now it's just like a mixed bag of everything. You know what I mean? Death Knights don't scale well with gear. So yeah, then their time is done. Unless they change them over this expansion where they do scale better with gear. But I remember Frost was really good in the first raid, mostly for the AoE and the breathplay style. And they kind of fell off for BOD. And then they came back for this expansion for a few fights. You know how these things are. Switch. Who do we got? We got ourselves Team Red. Oh no, Red. Those are Red. I was gonna do Red. I think it is one team, but it's the other. DVGS on Team Red with Catchkin in the back. We got Pricey here as well. We got Ragna, and we also got Repties. We got Reptiles. We also got Big Papa Pap on Team Blue as a Fury Warrior. We got D Morris playing the Destruction as a Warlock. We got Loopy Hunter playing the Survivor. We got ourselves Valzy as Red and Will as more of that Fury Warrior. Good luck and have fun. It looks like it's going to be Warlock off with Pricey versus D Morris getting emulates on each other. Both of them are running Succubus. You would think they'll both swap pets by this point. That's going to be Fel Hunter coming out for D Morris. Probably a good idea. Pricey might want to do the same thing. But I don't think he realized what's going on yet, because that interrupt is going to be huge for that pet. To be able to interrupt the Chaos Bolt, oh my god, it's going to be nuts. Plus taking away every buff from Pricey. Every time you can flag, you get a buff so your Chaos Bolts are faster. You can just yoink it away from it. And Pricey just looking to just line aside from Demorse, doesn't want him to get him over there. One thing Demorse does have as a disadvantage is that Succubus is going to keep slowing you down over and over. Because that passive slow for Price is just not going to be present. He's just going to be running full speed. He's going to try to get a fear onto the pet, I think. Horror Effect coming out by Demorse. Maybe he's going to go for an Infernal himself. Conflict coming out. It's going to be Reflect on the fear, which Price is going to fear himself. Dropping down Infernal. Succubus CC coming out. Demorse does have wall right now. Horror Effect is going to keep walking in the other direction, however. And Price is going to be hit with a Mallet, but he's just living through a Mallet the whole time. Demorse trying to go for a damage setup. It looks like Price actually stopped completely. So Demore is now without a wall, doesn't have a way to deal with this for a bit. Probably has a horror effect for Pricey in case Pricey goes out Hambo, but so far these Warlocks have been pretty matched. It is going to be Succubus getting hit with a Banish for a second. So Price is just going to continue to stay away from Demorse as best as he can. There's going to be fear by Demorse. Maybe he can finally get some damage. Succubus CC coming out onto Demorse. He can go for a pet interrupt. It's going to be interrupt onto the Banish. Maybe Price can go for a chaos damage run. A second fear coming out. Chaos Bolt finally out of Demorse. Banish coming in onto the second pet. Pricey Trick gets out of the fear. There's going to be a second Chaos Bolt coming out onto Pricey yet again. More Chaos Bolts coming out, but Demorse is not looking that healthy either, actually. He's not looking healthy at all. Price so far has been able to keep it a fair game, keep it as close to each other. That's going to be a Reflect available for Demorse right now, trying to leverage Horror Effect onto Demorse, and Price is going to get locked out on the Chaos Bolt. He's locked out of everything. Count Flag is going to keep him in place. Succubus CC coming out after. Price could actually go for some damage. Banish onto the pet. Chaos Bolt coming out. Demorse could be going down here. Shadow Fury right after into a Cataclysm to follow. Demorse actually might be going down into a Crucible, and Price does take him out. That's an interesting turn of events, not going to lie. Loopy Hunt is going to try to see if he can just nail down Price and just finish him off right now while he's got him. He got a pet over there. Freezing Trap is up. Price is going to walk into it. If Price can just go for a Horror Effect into a Fear Spam into Loopy, he might stand a chance. But he's really down on health for quite a bit. He's going to go for a bit of a Gateway right now, though. So Gateway is going to keep him running. Should probably go for a Drain Life off of one of the pets at least. Is going to use Crucible as a self-heal with a stun on the other side. But Loopy does have cooldowns, but he doesn't have the line of sight to get up to Pricey Fear to follow onto the pet. So both the pet and the hunter, as he seed, does get an immolate with a Conflag to follow Loopy. Hopefully looking for a Harpoon. But I think Pricey just wants to outlast him the whole time. Keep a dot rolling, let the trinkets do some work from a distance. Which seems like that's exactly what happened to Demorse. He just had a immolate on him the whole time. The Chark attacking him, doing quite a lot of damage. Casbolt trying to come out. Does he have an answer for it? Casbolt still does land, and Pricey taking him out. Whoa! This man is playing a very unconventional playstyle as a Demon Destruction Warlock, I gotta say. You're just keeping an Immolator on enemies, keeping them far away, letting the trinkets and the procs do work. He's obviously got one of the Azeroth trades that does a bit of water damage from a distance, that Shark attack. He hasn't even touched Will, and his procs are actually obliterating the game. What is going on? What is going on? Will get his own Guardian out, but Pricey just whittling him down with one Immolate and plus procs off of that immo. Trying to see if he can banish the elemental. Not going to happen. He's going to be back there, able to attack the pet. He's going to be a Succubus Seduction. He's going to land another Immolate with a Conflag to follow. Horror Effect. Maybe Casbolt finally coming out right now. Will's going to take quite a bit of damage. Reflect coming out really, really late. See how's that Succubus to attack. Is even going to pop a heal against the Succubus and kill it while he's got it. That's what Price is trying to get away from Will ASAP. Resummoning the Succubus. Will probably should be on His ball game right now should probably be on his toes the whole time. Pricey is going to wall this a little bit early. Fear onto Will. He's going to go for a bit of line of sight. Did not think he needed to go for a wall. I guess he's better for Will to keep attacking him. Needs to get that immolate back up and running, because that immolate on its own, I mean, he does have the pet over there. The succubus does do damage, which is going to get the procs for all the abilities to work for. But I think that immolate will do so much more. Is going to land a succubus seduction on him again. Fear to follow. Chickens out of it late, but it's going to go for it. He has a trinket with a reflect into a blaze and one to Pricey. Trying to get a horror effect, not going to happen. Oh no, horror effect finally coming out. Casbolt to follow, and Pricey I think killed him right before the Casbolt even connected. So far Pricey has been actually killing everybody through procs alone. Papa Pap is up next. That's such an unconventional playstyle for a Dutch Warlock. Normally we see him line up horror effect, fears, back-to-back stuns, dropping on Infernal. But this man is just letting the procs do the work. He's going to get away from Big Papa Pap, throwing down a Crucible, and then Infernal is over there. The pet is over there. He's getting those slows from the pet. He's getting those procs from the Azeroth gear. Succubus Seduction for a second, and it's going to be Reflect from Papa Pap. Not going to get a Reflected Fear, or get a Casbolt reflected back to him. And then you have the Shark attacking him from time to time. Papa Pap is just not in a good spot at all. Shadow Fury to follow, no way to interrupt it. Full stun onto the warrior, into another immolate. Is going to get a horror effect to send him running in the other direction with a Casbolt. Longest cast in the world. Does hit him with a conflag before he can charge back in. And Papa Pap is going to, again, have to go for a little bit of healing. He is burning that Warlock Hellstone. That Shark attacks him. But look, his health goes down over time. The only thing he's got, I guess a good thing he is a Fury Warrior, so at least he can Bloodthirst off of enemies. But with the slow that the pet keeps applying to him, should never be a problem, but still is going to be a bit of a nuisance. Actually goes to intro the pet, I think, on a Succubus CC. So Pricey should probably be resummoning the pet, or at least pulling it back. He's trying to do it. Trying to keep it from being executed. Probably should funnel some of the health back to it. Or get a fresh one. Conflag comes in, get an immolate right now before the charge is available. He's just going to whittle everybody down. That's a real Affliction. That's a Warlock playstyle right here, but it's something I would see more from an Affliction Warlock, to be honest. Now that's a real Warlock playstyle, just dot him, rot the enemy from a distance. Not something Destro does a lot, but this man so far has been able to get some quite value damage on it, and he's nowhere near danger. He's just staying at max range the whole time, standing behind the pillar half the time. Immolate coming out, charge does come in for Big Papa Pap, but that's going to be a horror effect to send him running with a Shadow Fury to follow after Casbolt. Not going to send a Casbolt, actually he's going to send a second Casbolt out. Papa Pap is going to drop down the health a little bit, War Sub to follow, finally on top of Pricey with a Succubus Seduction right after. Pricey could go for a Fear into an Incinerate, no, probably Immolate as well. Immolate does come out, Conflag to follow. That's going to be saved trigger from Big Papa Pap. He pokes out a Casbolt only whenever he can. Huge heal coming out for Big Papa right now as he does get himself in regeneration. Does he get a leap? He does not, but he at least has the pet to attack from afar. That's going to be his huge cooldown. Not available. Leaping on top of Pricey as he pokes out, trying to land a Cataclysm from around the corner. And Pricey's going to take finally a bit of damage. Finally, Papa gets to do a little bit of pressure to Pricey. Fear coming out. Does he have Zerkus? He does have it. He's going to get a Reflect rolling in case there's any damage coming out from Pricey. He saw his wall. That is going to be a Succubus Seduction coming in. And it's going to land an Immolate to Papa Pap. Fear to follow. It doesn't have Zerka's resist him. Casbolt still coming out. Maybe he might be able to get an interrupt onto the Warlock. That's going to be a horror effect send him running into a Crucible right after. More procs available. Papa Pap needs to turn onto the pet. Let's start healing off of the pet. Second Warlock Hellstone available from D Moores. But Price is still in there, man. 8 minutes in, 18% dampening. Pulled the pet back for a bit. Needs to reestablish some sort of a long-term dot onto Big Papa. Needs to get a long-term dot on the guy. The longer that out, the better. Does get the Infernal. Casbolts are going to be flying. Could be enough Reflective Veil for Papa right now, but he still has an Infernal. Nothing he can do about it. Needs to heal through it right now while he got it. Needs to get a charge into Pricey while he can. Barely any health. Does get an intercept onto Pricey. No heals available that are big. Casbolt to fall, and Pricey taking another one out. And Valzy's the last man standing. Is this man going to go for a 1v5 as a Destro Warlock in the weirdest playstyle ever? Destro CC is absolutely insanity. It is insane. Fears back-to-back, Succubus CC, Horror Effect, Root from a Distance, Infernal Stun, which doesn't DR with the other stun. That's going to be Valzy already taking the damage in the opener, popping off wings, and then Pricey is going to actually be able to get a lot of damage onto Valzy while he's far apart, has wings up and running, but he's still going to feed him a Casbolt. That is full wings, I think, out of Valzy. And it's going to be Cataclysm around the corner. That's going to be Conflag to root him right afterwards. And it's going to banish his elemental right now. He's actually micromanaged that Ellie. Double Casbolt into Valzy, popping a bubble, and Pricey's going to go porting from a distance. Pricey so far, when he can Casbolt, he does it. When he can't Casbolt, he's just going to pop a dot. Is Valzy done? He's done. This man has given up. I'd say he's like Destra Warlocks. I can't do it. Dude, that's the weirdest 1v5 by Pricey. That is the weirdest playstyle ever. Dude, he's proc city. He's literally proc city from one immolate. He's able to just take somebody down from like almost to full health to half. What? Where is he? Pricey. Look, conflagrates. See, does a lot of those to slow people down. Chaos Bones. Concentrated flame, just throwing down a flame. Then immolate, dot. Anti-flame, dot. Shiver Venom, dot. He's basically an Affliction Warlock, boys. This is agony, corruption, and another dot. He's an Affliction Warlock. With a couple of Chaos Bones from time to time. More conflags. Why is it 2 conflagrates though? Probably when he havocs, alright? Azeroth spikes, Leviathan chomp, second dot from concentrated flame, undulating tides, and then the pet doing damage. He's an Affliction Warlock. He's a Destra Warlock in name only. He's an Affliction Warlock at heart. Holy crap. That's hilarious, dude. That is legitimately funny. Alright, Candy. Alright, Night Raven. PM me right now, letting me know if you guys are ready for duels. And I'll get you guys going. I know you guys have been waiting for one another to duel one-on-one, mane mata. One more 5v1, please. These guys wanted to do a duel for a bit. Night Raven, which is Fortin, and Candy. Really, those two have been wanting to duel one another for a while. Affliction was good in Arenas of Duels. It's my favorite lock spec. Yeah, I like it too. I like Affliction. It's really solid. Really, really solid. Dan Smoke sent me a message? Wait, hold on. On an A? He just said, gotta say you have some of the most streamable content while doing other things. I can listen to it for hours. It's like watching a football game on the radio or something. I listened to a football game on the radio. Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. I'm glad. That's an awesome compliment. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm happy, dude. Yeah, dude. Alrighty. Canny, are you here? Or are you done ski? Oh, Kenny's here. He's ready. Okay, Kenny and Night Raven. Night Raven, are you ready? Let me know. And we'll get a 1v1 going, boys. We'll get one 1v1 for the week over on the EU. Dal, 1v1 me? Chill pills. I don't want to get embarrassed, dude. I don't want to get embarrassed in front of my stream. I'm just being honest. I don't want him to laugh at me. But I should give you a 1v1 at least, yeah? I'm gonna play Scum, dude. I might have to play Scum to beat ya. I don't know if... I don't think a rogue should be able to fight a Frost Death Knight, like, without resets. I'm gonna need to play it all, dude. That disarm, double concoction heal, the whole shindig. It can't be more embarrassed. It can't be more embarrassed by me right now. Okay, so where's the limit? I can just keep pushing? Okay. We need people to queue. I don't have anyone to queue a group with me. Yo, Night Raven, get somebody, my dude. If we don't get one, we'll do it another time, man. Because I'm down doing duels. If you guys want to schedule a Sunday duel or something for EU and do some 1v1s there as well, we could do that too. But we did the main entree because I got food waiting for me, man. I got limited amount of time in me before I got a bail. We could do it next time too. When Fire Rogue, I'm sure you can beat with the Outlaw. And then again, Boom is really, really good. Boom beat me. Yeah, Boom is insane. Boom is on another level. 5-5-1-1, 5-5-1-1 one more time, yeah? I got food waiting for me, boys. That made me feel bad. Ah, I would need to probably load myself up with a full setup. I won't do like any ridiculous trinkets, but I would need to like spec against the Death Knight. Can someone come in and group with me? Because we could call it, dude. I'm getting hungry. Boy, go eat then. Boys, what do you think? What do you think? Because I got pizza waiting for me. Duels or pizza? Because if we do pizza, I'm gonna go get some food, dude. I'm gonna go eat. But if y'all want to see one more 1v1 out of Fortune versus Canny, I'm gonna let the stream decide. Because I'm hungry. I'm ready though. I'm ready. Okay. It's kids group, duels, pizza, ASMR pizza. Go get some food. Fortune, let's say go pizza. I want to know get pizza. Wanna both? Oh, dude, if I'm, cause in the new place we have a living room and it's so nice and so clean and Not like the other living room in the other place was a sty, but I've been trying to get out of my room a lot more often, because in the other house I would be in my room all the time, working on this, working on that, eating in my room, but I want to stop, I want to drop it as best as I can. So I've been hanging out in the Dalaran pizza. I've been hanging out in the living room a lot more often, and just kind of chilling, and I feel like it's just healthy to get out of the room and get in a different environment from time to time. It's just one part of the house or the other, but yeah. Hey pizza, say Duels. Go get the pizza. Yeah, if I go get pizza, dude, we're done for the night. I'm gonna go get food and relax. If not, then I'm doing duels. Fortin, if you and Kachkin and Kenny and one more person can be here Sunday to get some duels at same time as normal, Sunday to get some 5v5 duels, I say we should do some only ones then, dude. Are we gonna do best out of 3? I think we should try to aim, maybe if we want to, if you guys really wanna, for Sunday, but right now I'm fucking hungry, dude. I'm gonna go get some pizza. So thank you, Fortune. I appreciate you bringing that Survival Hunter in. You got to play. Kenny got to play. Kenny only got to play once. His group was way too good. His group was way too good. Alrighty, boys. I'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna do NA duels tomorrow. You guys be there. Make the groups. The more of you guys make the groups, the more groups we'll have, the more new people we can get in. Bring your friends if you can. That'd be fucking great. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are gonna call it. I'll be off Sunday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Any one of those days are fine with me. If you EU boys are like, yo, you want to get a group? You want to go to a group? Message each other in reality. Hey, who's the EU who can make groups this day? Oh, I can do it. Hey, we have 2 groups. That's it. It only takes 2 groups for us to do duels for that day. I'm perfectly okay with it. Perfectly okay with it. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you. I'm gonna get some grub. I appreciate you guys coming out. Fucking awesome hanging out with you guys all the time. Maybe versus Candy without a spore. We'll have to do it then. Okay, Fortune is up too to let you know on Discord then. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, we only need 2 people, man. Because once you get 2 people with a group, more people join in naturally. So it's super fun. Thank you all. I'll see you guys all next stream, boys. You guys enjoy your evening. Thank you for participating. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for the beautiful donos. You guys are fucking generous. Always fun hanging out with all of you. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the NA duels. Alrighty? Peace.
Ripping hard, I'm all less. Never stop, no rest. Till the stress is breath in my chest. Till it's diamonds wrapping my neck. Progress to a god from a goddamn mess. Hopeless, more tests. More blessed. Dug deep down, trying to find my best. Find a beast, had to kill a conquest. I'm next. I'm too on till I'm too off. Calm down, make new thoughts. Like jumping off of that rooftop. Hold my devil, but I do not to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. I'm full of stage, trying to find my pain. I see something coming out of that rain.